Welcome to another session. Y'all ready for this? I'd say Mortal Kombat.
I'm so proud of myself that
audio
I
right
didn't
there.
join in on that.
I am for half a second while you were all doing that, I was thinking to myself, "Oh, great, there's my copyright strike." But then I continued to listen. It was like, no, I think I'm okay.
It just sounded like a bunch of people grunting. It didn't sound like
Last we left off, our adventuring group had gotten ready to compete in the final challenge by Lord Locken of Peranth. Prior to all of that, they did go out into the town and do a little shopping. They met Ro the smithy in town. One swing picked up some javelins and tried to maybe pay a little more than he had to. But thanks to Leaf coming in, he was able to prevent that from happening. You guys kind of continued the evening, and oh, that's right. Otto and One Swing started practicing and perfecting their special move, the fastball special.
Oh yeah.
To essentially get it to where the Goliath throws the halfling at an enemy, or in this case at a tree, over and over and over again, just to master it. You guys did then go to the arena in Peranth, where the final showdown between the last the two remaining groups participating in this this contest by the king, or not the king, the lord. You did find out that the traps that you left behind for the Aderlandian soldiers did have some effect on them, as one member died, one member broke his leg, and therefore
Wait, we killed one?
one of remember
What traps?
the
I
ball
don't know what you're talking about.
the ball bearings who fell
The
down
ball-
the stairs and got
those were
murdered
there
by
when
a
we left.
Stygian
Those
spider.
were there when we got
No,
there.
no, wait,
Yeah.
wait. The spider killed him. He tripped on the ball bearings. Let's be clear about this.
All right, fair enough.
Technically, we're not murderers. We just facilitated the murder.
What happens in the dungeon stays in the dungeon.
Fair enough.
Unless you have a safe
Corpse.
word.
Unless you have a safe. God damn you guys. You guys then proceeded to go into the arena and made very short work of the other group that had been in there. One swing, I think, took out 3 of them, and
Yeah.
and Tristan took out the other one. Everyone obviously contributing some damage, but you
Yeah,
guys kind of
sure.
mowed
Thanks.
through the group. And you guys then found out that there's going to be a breakfast, brunch kind of gathering the next morning for the winning group with the Lord in the castle. And went back to the Stag's Head Tavern to kind of enjoy the evening. Leaf buying some flowers and sending a note off to who knows where. And then buying a bottle of wine and grabbing some glasses and hiding in his room. The rest of you decided to hang out in the tavern itself and drink some. Tristan kind of keeping an eye out for any newcomers to come into the tavern that he might not have spoken with before. But instead of a newcomer coming into the tavern, he notices the familiar patron that he spoke with the night before, that Avier robbed.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Mildly blind. Come into the bar. He actually looks incredibly frantic. Locks eyes with Tristan. Runs up to Tristan and says, "You can help me. Please, I need your help.
I can.
You were one of the group of adventurers that won in the contest for Lord Locken today, right?
Yes.
Listen, my daughter was kidnapped at the end, when everyone was leaving the arena. I have not been able to find her, and all I saw were a couple of what looked like Aderlanian soldiers standing around where she had walked off to meet the adventurers as they came out, and now I can't find her. I beg of you, please help us."
I turn to the group and say, well, should we help him?
I'm not gonna turn down a scrap.
I'm not fond of those soldiers.
Let's do it.
Oh, thank you so much. So, from what I found out, the Aderlanian soldiers are camping outside the walls, in a cave to the northwest of the town itself. I can't go with you, and I don't have much money to pay you, but my wife, she does make these. She does make special items, and I do believe that one of them might be of interest to you guys, if you're able to find my daughter. I have
one
a
question.
beard hair in my mouth. Okay.
One question for you. Can you sit here and watch these casks while we do that?
Yes.
I'm gonna.
All right, let's go.
I'm gonna hand him mine and be like, "You can drink from this one."
Okay. Before we go to that,
This is same day, right? We
yeah,
haven't had a
this
long
is
rest?
you have not had a long rest.
Okay.
This is
Sure,
that
we
night.
We have definitely had a short rest. We can say.
Yes?
Yeah.
Yes, you
I
can
don't get
definitely.
spell
Okay.
slots back though.
But I get wild shapes.
I get absent surge, so
All right, and while you guys are there already determining what you're going to do, Leaf, you are sitting in your room with your bottle of wine and two glasses, waiting patiently, when you hear a knock on the door.
I go to open the door.
All right. Standing in the doorway, you see the same half-elf, dark-skinned, red-haired figure that you had seen in the arena. She's an elf. I'm sorry, not a half-elf. I keep saying elf. Oh no, who just was that? Ray that joined? Yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Alrighty. Ray, what would you like to say? What would your character like to say?
I'm sorry, I missed the preamble to that.
So, there you knocked on Leaf's door, and he opened it. In the room, you see that there is an unopened bottle of wine, and two glasses, and this dark-skinned half-elf in front of you, very dark hair, black hair, I would say. And he opened.
Hi. I got your note. I wasn't going to come because stranger danger, but all of the little birds and creatures of the forest told me to.
Mm-hmm. I believe that's your cue, Leaf. Leaf just stares at the figure in front of him, absolutely dumbfounded,
Bewildered
apparently.
and dumbfounded. I'm so sorry, milady. Seeing your beauty again, it's caught me off guard. I'm so happy that you've chosen to join me tonight and bless me with your company. Would you like a drink?
Oh, of course. Yes, so wonderful. Everything is wonderful.
Leaf, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
It's a 13.
13. You notice that instead of the staff or the weapon that the druid had carried in the arena, you see strapped to this person a bow and rapier. As you gesture to have her take a seat in the room. Oh.
Oh, why, of course. Go ahead and sit down.
There's some interesting equipment for a druid to be having, milady. Last I saw you, you had a staff and not those weapons.
Oh, that's interesting. Anyway, let's change the subject. What did you call me here for?
Nothing. Do I have anything that could help me in this situation?
Do you have anything that could help you in this situation? You are alone.
No, I don't.
With
no abilities, nothing. Plus, my character's actually stupid, so he's gonna fall for this anyway.
All right. At this point, Oriveris, you are noticing that Leaf is truly just an idiot trying to get in Azalea's pants. And that there was really nothing that he was potentially going to do that would have harmed Azalea in his current state of bewilderness, just being in the room with you in Azalea's form.
Great, so this was a waste of time. I'm gonna say, hey, look over there.
Huh? What? What is it, milady? Do you see something?
And then I want to steal all of the gold he has on him.
Go ahead and make a sleight of hand.
My kind of lady.
Oh.
You have advantage.
I do. Still not great.
Yes, it is.
Oh, plus 11? I got a 21.
All right. Leaf, how much gold did you have on you?
107.
Dang, Daniel.
Congratulations, Oriveris. You now have 107 gold added to your
Thank you.
inventory.
I'm gonna disengage and sneak out and go back to the tavern. Is that it?
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
going on the steps.
Okay.
Go ahead and make a stealth check.
Oh no, hold on.
29.
Okay, so Leaf, Oriveris
Gone.
points in a direction for you to look, and you just being in this state of awe that a woman actually came to your room, turn to look,
This has
and
never happened before.
as the second you turn away and look back, Oriveris or Azalea is gone, and you feel a little lighter than you did before.
Well, maybe milady just stepped out to refresh herself before the evening continued. I'll just sit here on the bed and wait.
All right. So Oriveris, you stealth down the stairs, and you are greeted by the scene of this this human running up to one of the half elves that this is not the one that defeated you in the arena. But you do see one of the fighters from the arena talking to the gentleman, and he looks very frantic, and it looks like he is talking to the rest of the group that he is with as well.
Okay. I'm gonna grab a drink and then I'm gonna slink over and try to what's the word? Like eavesdrop.
Eavesdrop. Alrighty.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys have decided to take this this mission from oh my gosh, Cassian. So he continues on saying, so I don't know much more other than where they are, and I do have an item that I can give you guys if you're successful. Plus, I'm sure that Lord Locken, this is something that he would potentially ask of you to do as well. So please help.
I mean, yeah, we're game. Just babysit the booze.
That's right. And he walks over to one swing who handed him the an entire cask, not a cup, just a cask of booze. And he kind of like tries to hold it and just plops it right on the ground in front of him. You got a glass for this?
Talk to the bartender. She'll get you one.
Across the way, Magda says, "Yeah, I'll bring you one right now." So you guys are essentially in the tavern. Leaf is not with you. The only person that is new to you guys in the tavern, that I would say Tristan probably notices at this point, is Oriveris. Are you still in the druid form, or are you?
Oh, I thought so. Yeah.
Okay, so you do see what looks like the druid from the arena. Tristan sitting at the bar, also grabbing a drink.
Okay. I'll turn to the group and ask, "Hey, do you think we should grab some extra help? It looks like the one of the ladies that we were fighting earlier is over there at the bar."
Well, ain't that precarious? Yeah, sure, ask him.
So Tristan's gonna walk over to the bar.
Okay.
And say, I don't know what he's gonna say.
Everyone just seems to be completely dumbfounded by the beauty of Azalea.
Amazing.
Tristan's gonna say, "Hi, I think you were one of the people that we were fighting in the competition earlier today."
Yeah. Belch.
I just wanted to ask, your group seemed like nice people. I'm sorry that we had to do that to you, but it looks like somebody's daughter got kidnapped, and we were wondering if you'd want to help us find them.
And what's in it for me? I mean, of course, that's exactly what I would love to do. But could I have anything for my troubles?
I mean, we'll have to talk to the guy that we're looking, the father, but
Can I? Did I hear this or see this or walk over or anything?
I would say the massive belch that came from from this rather small elf is definitely something you would have noticed.
I'm gonna walk over and be like, "You gonna come help?"
That depends what it's worth to you.
I'm gonna reach in my little coin purse, grab a handful of gold, and just toss it on the bar at her.
Money, 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 money,
What do you want me to roll for a handful of gold again?
What did I do? I did a D12 last time, right?
Was it D12?
I think so.
It is 9 gold.
All right, so you see this massive hand of gold just throw a bunch of get thrown onto the counter in front of you.
My precious.
And once again, I will just.
Oh, great! You'll join us?
Yeah, sure, I'm in.
Cool. Then Tristan
Perfect,
turns to the rest of the group and goes, "Hey, should we also get Leaf from upstairs? To see if he wants to help too."
Oh,
That's
no,
a right old
that's not a
right
good
old idea.
No.
Why don't I go do that?
That's not. Wait, what do you mean that's not a good idea? Have you met him?
I'll be right back.
So Otto
Well,
goes.
this seems like a perfect number. No more people.
Go upstairs.
Otto runs
Hey,
up the stairs, bangs on Leaf's door.
Hey, lover boy. Hey, if you ain't too busy, we got ourselves a job. I think you like that coin stuff, right? Yeah, I'm sure they'll offer some of that.
Leaf.
Have I noticed that anything is missing yet? How long have I been up there?
What day is it?
What day is it? You've probably been waiting there for about 10 minutes now. You don't notice anything other than the fact that you feel lighter. Not with that sleight of hand. And stealth.
I'll accompany them downstairs just to maybe look for my lady friend and
And as we're walking down the stairs, and you would not believe it. One of those people from the other team, we beat their ass in that arena. They're downstairs and they're willing to join us. As we're coming in view of her.
So you see Tristan now talking to the figure that you had invited to your room.
Can I check my persons to see if I'm missing anything now? Because I have just noticed that this person tried to sneak off.
Yeah, you can check your purse. Make a perception. Make an investigation check. Let's see how smart you are here. See if you can deduce what you're missing.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Yeah, you notice that you're missing some gold. Not just some gold, but all of it.
Do I see him looking at me?
I would say
it would be more of a
stealthy.
I'm looking at my empty coin purse, and then I look at you, and then I look at my coin purse again, and I look upstairs,
Snap in his
and then
face.
I look at you.
You're gonna what?
And I'm gonna snap in his face a couple times and maintain eye contact, and then change back to Orvaris and smile.
Okay, so you guys see Azalea reach out and try to distract Leaf's face, and go ahead and describe yourself, Orivaris.
Just tiny and nondescript. It's kind of hard to pick out any features. It's really plain. People tell me all the time, "Oh, you look like someone I've met." Just got one of those faces. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, damn. I didn't know druids could turn into other people. That is a mighty fine trick.
Oh, thank you.
You guys do recognize this as one of the other fighters from the arena.
Guys, I think she just robbed me.
Wait, what?
All of my gold is gone.
And you're gonna blame this super nice woman?
Listen, I don't want to hear anything from you, Miss.
I'm gonna send one of my wasps to just land on Orivaris' arm.
How could she have done that?
Orivaris, you notice as from this short little halfling, a wasp flies out from who knows where towards you and gently lands on your shoulder. Still buzzing menacingly, though.
Can I flick it off? Like, pew.
You can
Only if you say a bug pun when you do it.
roll an attack. Oh, what's an unarmed attack for you?
What? Oh, I'm in the wrong spot.
Yeah. +2.
17.
17. I'm pretty sure that hits a wasp.
as it happens, I just squint my eyes. I don't like her anymore. Let's go.
Krakus is going to say, "Are you sure you didn't just try and pay her for something?"
Guys, no.
Huh?
You have to believe me.
It's all right, bud. We've all paid for it before. You're good.
That is
I-
untrue.
Ew.
I would admit to having company of a lady of the night.
Tristan goes, "Pay for what?"
I'll tell you when you're older, buddy.
You immoral.
Oh, okay.
Ugh.
Okay, this entire time we're walking to wherever we have to go, One Swing is just going to explain to Tristan in the back about what we were talking about.
So
Oh,
you
no.
guys are about to leave the tavern.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
As you leave the tavern, are about to leave the tavern, you do run into a very short figure with dark hair. Looks pretty human. Very young. Eves, if you want to describe yourself after you unmute yourself.
Okay, so just an FYI, it's pronounced Eve, not Eves,
Eve.
but yes.
My bad.
So,
Oh,
all right. So, Eve is a very short human girl. She's got the first thing you notice is a giant wide-brimmed hat, and her dark hair is tied into very, very messy braids. Her clothes are purple and colorful. There's a galaxy print on the back of her cape, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
How short we talking?
About 4'11". Yeah.
Oh,
That's
so
right.
she's still a foot taller than me.
She's a human.
Taller than me.
Yeah.
So you see this excited figure that looks like she is on the search for someone exciting to talk to.
Oh, hello.
So you see, Tristan, whenever they love each other.
Howdy.
Well, I'm still confused about the first part.
Wait.
The part with the tongue? Is that what you're saying?
I'm sorry. Guys, we're meeting a new person. Let us at least put our best foot forward. Tristan, One Swing, you stay back there. Tristan, you come up to the front.
I did put my best foot forward. The one with the coin purse on it.
Now, what is done is done, buddy. I'm sure we can figure out a way to get it back for you. But Tristan, you talk to the new person.
You can try.
I'm just gonna slink back to the back corner and just stare at Orvaris the entire time.
Okay. So you, Eve, notice that the group was just about to leave the tavern, but you do recognize them as the fighters from the arena from earlier in the evening, and the people that you were just wanting to speak with.
Oh, I recognize all of your faces. I mean, yeah, even you. I'm Eve, and I was so curious after seeing you guys win the contest that I just had to come and meet you.
And you guys just see Cassian in the back still just drinking all of the ale out of that glass. He's just...
So much energy. I need a shot.
Tristan, deal with this, Tristan, please.
Oh, what? Deal with
please.
Deal with what? Wait, I'm still confused about before. What?
Just we'll talk to
Hi,
you about
how's it
later.
going? We were just on our way out, but if you want to follow with us.
Oh, I would just love to.
Leaf makes sure he's 10 feet away from all female presence. Just holding his
Trust
coin
issues
purse in
by
both
him.
hands.
You
Which
guys
one?
just
The empty one.
God damn it, Kenny.
you see just Leaf kind of standing 10 feet away from the entire group, just clutching his coin purse and his empty coin purse in front of him. And
I
it's
say
just-
to Eve, are you trying to get some money from Leaf too?
I don't have any more.
I
I don't have any more.
Oh, I'm so sorry. And I pull out my coin purse and I give him a gold.
all right, Leaf.
Wait, who?
I give Leaf a gold.
Oh,
I like scurry through the group just to go deliberately to him to hand it and put it into his hand.
So this little 4'11" person is just like surrounded by One Swing, Tristan, and Avier, and just kind of squeezes between them, runs straight to Leaf, and hands him 1 gold piece. So congratulations, Leaf, you have a gold piece again.
Oh, I wish I had more, but
1 gold.
I'm gonna change into an average-looking male.
average female. I see
I'm
your
gonna sneak
strategy.
up next to Leaf.
Um,
Do I see this happen?
you are.
Oh,
I am super aware of where she is at this point.
I would say kind of almost everyone's eyes are on you at this point. And by everyone, I mean Leaf and Otto are both looking at you, like directly at you. Otto looking a little annoyed that you hurt one of his little pets, and Leaf just kind of shaking about about potentially leaving. Gosh, I lost my train of thought.
Choo choo.
Choo choo.
That's
Otto,
okay.
did-
I'm just gonna wink at him.
All right.
Stay away from me, foul woman.
So you guys are heading off out of the tavern, making your way to the wall. So it would probably be to get to the northwest wall that Cassian had mentioned the cave was near. Would probably take about half an hour or so of traveling through the city, and then it's up to you guys on if you're wanting to try to stealthily move outside, unless there's anything you're wanting to do before you leave the city.
how late is it?
At this point in time, it is about, I would say, 7 o'clock in the evening. So the sun has kind of reached its setting point. The sky is looking a nice deep purple as it sets to the west. Pretty clear night otherwise. And you do see about a half full moon at this time.
Okay.
All right. I assume me and Leaf are in the far back, just watching Oraveris and the rest of the group.
I'll be
yes.
I'll be up front.
You'll be up front. All right.
Yeah.
Easy enough. Easy enough. Who else? What other kind of marching order we got? Just so I can prep it on everything.
I will be with whoever wants to talk to me the most.
Probably would be
Well,
Tristan.
that would be Tristan. Avier's gonna stand right behind Tristan and Eve to
Okay.
like make sure she's not trying to pull anything sneaky on him.
And I'm just going to move at the front and be very wary of all of these new people.
All right.
Aw, okay.
And Oraveris, are you in?
Just yeah, somewhere in the middle.
All right. So you guys do make it to the city gates, and there are a couple of towns guard there, kind of guarding the entrance. They let you out with no real issue, and as you enter that northwest area, it's You can just barely see it with the sun setting, but you do see the towering mountains, essentially up towards your left, and the forest that kind of makes a barrier next to them. And then to your right, it is there is a lake, which you guys know to be Paranth Lake. They're really, really good at naming everything around them. Um, you notice kind of up against the lake before the forest itself are some outcroppings of rock. Probably looks to be, I would say, a few hundred yards away. Are you guys essentially attempting to try to find this cave? What are you guys doing?
Yeah, we're in my element now, so I guess I'm gonna try and maybe use foot traffic to find this cave.
Okay, go ahead. So you're like looking for footprints?
Yeah, kind of trying to follow trails.
Okay.
Trying
And I would
to
say-
apply survival.
Okay. Go ahead and make a survival check at advantage with Krakus helping you out.
I'm helping you out.
Yeah, 21.
21. Yeah, I would say easy enough. You definitely do find some footprints. Essentially, you see two kind of heavy footprints, or two sets of heavy footprints that look like they're probably wearing some armor, and a much smaller set of footprints, like very small feet, light on the ground. Doesn't seem that she's struggling in any kind of way. The footprints don't seem like there was a struggle, just moving in the same direction.
All right, I'm gonna lead the group with Krakus, following these, and I guess when I feel like we're getting close, start to move stealthily,
Okay.
but mostly use the first bit to gain ground quickly.
All right. I would say easy enough. You guys make it those few hundred of the footprints seem to be moving towards that like outcropping of rock near the lake. And I would say you do notice when you're about maybe like 100 feet or so away from those rocks that those footprints are definitely heading in that direction.
Okay. I would halt the group and call Leaf up to me. Hey, Leafy boy, come here for a second.
I walk up. Yeah, what do you want?
How about me and you kind of swing around, scout out the area, see if we can get a point of view into that cave?
I look at my coin purse one more time. I put it away and I go, fine.
Your
They
one
have-
gold.
My one gold. I take it out and I look at it. I look back at the wonderful small human being that gave it
And
to
I'm
me.
right behind you. I can help.
Yeah, that's fine. She stays here.
Shivers go down my spine as I realize she's behind me. Stop doing that.
She stays here. She has to stand
No,
between one
it's
swing
fine.
and Tristan the whole time.
Leaf, you go to the left side. Me and Orveris would go to the right side.
Can I say to one swing in giant, if she disappears and my one gold goes missing, please kill her.
Come on, fight.
Or
I'm gonna look at.
do you speak giant?
I don't think so.
Okay. So yeah, you hear a deep guttural kind of language transpiring between one swing and Leaf.
After he's done, I just roll my eyes, groan in giant, and hand him my coin purse.
Otto groans in giant, everyone. Just so everyone knows.
That's all, Mike.
I look at Otto and I say no. It's the principle of it.
Just take the damn thing for right now, because I'm the one traveling with her.
Oh, fair. Okay.
And yeah, we're gonna split off. Leaf going to the left, and me and Norvaris going up to the right to try and get a point of view into the cave and scout it out.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me some stealth checks.
Me at
yeah.
disadvantage.
Is
Wait,
Tristan
wait,
going?
just
I think
also-
it's
yeah.
just.
Oh, I'm
those
sorry.
three.
That's right. That's just them.
Oh my god!
That's good.
I'm
31.
hanging out with my best friend.
30.
What?
We're just talking and talking.
24.
Ray rolled a natural 20, so it's 31.
Yep, that's insane.
I like
Um,
this.
Forgot what it's like to be
I
a
miss
rogue.
this.
I must be rogue, dude.
Leaf,
I like it.
25.
25. Easy enough. To come up on the left side of the rocks, you guys will have to kind of go into the forest itself a little bit to kind of use the trees, but easy enough to get up there. The other one, it's going to be a little more difficult because the rocks kind of go out right to the lake itself. So getting on the other side of it would involve either moving over the cave or the rocks themselves, or kind of traversing through the water. Which way are you wanting to go to get to the right side?
I'd look at Norvaris. Up or down?
Up.
All right, looks like we're climbing.
All right, go ahead and I guess just make some athletics checks for me.
Can I use my bug mage hand to help myself?
Sure.
That's amazing.
I got ants.
Oh my god.
You guys see this like or Avarus, you kind of see like this ant hand, or hand made of a bunch of ants, form in front and kind of help push and prop Otto up across the outcropping.
Gross.
I got a 21.
Okay. Yeah, easy enough. Definitely able to get over to the other side with no problem. Or Avarus, are you doing the same kind of thing?
Definitely athletics. That's definitely the one that I have to be doing.
Yes.
11.
11. You struggle a little bit. Maybe I would say you probably knock one of the rocks down, and Leaf and Otto, you guys hear the kind of clink, 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 as rocks kind of fall into the opening of the cave.
Ooh.
But I would say nothing. No reaction to that movement. Otherwise, so pretty okay. You guys do see that this cropping of this formation of rocks does have what looks to be a cave that kind of seems to go slant downwards pretty steeply.
And so Leaf went around the left side. Do we
Correct.
see him at the entrance? Like across? Like how wide is the entrance?
The entrance itself is about probably 12 feet across, 10, 12 feet across. Enough
right, so we
where
would-
people could move like 2 by 2 through the
Yeah,
entrance.
so we could see. We're like at the all three at the entrance, but on different sides. And we can
Correct. Yeah, you can
Can I
see
check,
each other for sure.
I'm gonna check for traps.
Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Investigation. That is a 15.
15. Doesn't look trapped.
Cool.
Which way was faster? Like, did Leaf get there first, or did we get there first?
Leaf definitely got there first.
All right.
Especially
hey,
the
Leaf.
way that you were trying to get around.
Yeah. Go get everyone. Bring them back the way you came, and we're gonna watch here and wait for anything. See if anything happens.
All right.
Okay, so I leave to go get everyone. and bring them through the route that I took.
Okay. So the rest of the group, I would say you're probably waiting about 10-15 minutes. And you kind of just see as Oravarius, all three of them just seem to vanish from view the second they get about 10 feet away from you guys. And about 10 minutes later, you guys see Leaf coming back. Leaf is back.
It's
Okay,
back
so
again.
we,
Welcome back.
I think we found the cave that that man was explaining to us where the Arlandian soldiers are. So if you guys just come with me and try to be as quiet as possible.
All right.
Okay.
Do you? All right, then I'm gonna wild shape into a direwolf.
Okay. Easy enough. You guys, you all, those of you who are over there, see the furball just morph into this wolf with the spine kind of protruding from the skin, just very menacing looking.
Can I pet you?
Kind of looks up and doesn't like bite at her, but isn't thrilled with this.
I wouldn't touch unless I had the nodding of the direwolf to
Okay.
say yes. So my hand's like out, but I don't touch him. And I kind of retract it, sadly.
You just see a very sad looking little human girl that really just wanted to pet you, and
The puppet
maybe think
dog.
to yourself for a moment, this girl might be a little small to be bringing into a fight against a bunch of unknown enemies.
Are you
Doesn't
trying to
phase
say
me.
size matters?
She's a
Really?
human, so
This is a human little girl, not the same as as an adult looking halfling.
I've seen Stranger Things. Kids can get into some shit.
You're not wrong. I'm just letting Krakus knows what he sees. So you guys are gonna make your way towards the cave entrance?
Mhm.
Stealthily.
Stealthily? Alright, everyone go ahead and roll me some stealth checks.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
boy.
disadvantage. You don't have to.
These are
Uh-oh.
new stats for this character. Okay.
Okay.
This is bad, guys. I did bad.
I did average, so I mean,
One more level I can get past without a trace.
soon.
All right, with disadvantage, mine is an 18.
Okay.
I rolled a 17 and a natural 20.
Nice.
Sheesh, okay.
Nice.
Direwolf?
23.
Alright. Tristan?
10.
Alright. Avier?
6.
Alright.
Told you I did bad.
Eve?
14.
14. Okay. So you guys do start to make your way towards the entrance of the cave, and everyone, including Oravarius and Otto, can hear the kind of clunk, clunk, clunk of the plate armor that Tristan likes to wear. And in the middle of that clunking, you do hear kind of a little, just not a screech, but like a yelp from the elf as she gets caught. Her foot gets kind of caught on a root, making its way towards that cave entrance.
I roll my eyes and I just whisper to Oravarius, this was nice. Felt like we can hide together. I'm gonna have to work on getting used to these loud people.
It can be difficult to tune them out.
Yeah.
Are you guys keeping an eye on the cave entrance? Is that what?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and roll me some perception
Yeah,
checks.
eyes open, bow's drawn. Well, my bow is
Yeah.
drawn. Perception? Ooh,
Yeah.
22.
22. Okay.
Would I be doing that too?
You're not at the cave entrance.
Got it.
You're still kind of making your way over there.
Downtown.
Making my way downtown. Walking fast.
Or Varys is a 22, but a natural 20.
So you guys are looking kind of into the cave entrance. You don't see anything, but you do hear some movement. As though there might be 3 or so people kind of changing position. Probably a little ways into the cave itself.
All right. I'm gonna just say we'll hold position here. When those loud fuckers trigger it, we get a surprise on them.
All right. So everyone gets to the cave entrance, and you guys are essentially just waiting at the cave entrance.
And bow drawn as well.
Okay. About 5 minutes pass. Nothing.
Oh, they're at the cave now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
The
just
rest of
made it
them
to the cave.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Sorry.
They're here.
The loud fuckers are there.
I'll just like look at one swing and just telepathically say, "Let's do it."
I'm just gonna bolt in.
God.
Okay.
Oh.
Did he just run in?
All right. One swing runs in into the cave. I would say does a 23 hit?
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does. Okay. Ah!
Do we see these figures now? Well, us who have been looking at the cave or down the cave.
Here, why don't I give you guys something
Visual?
a visual.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. Bear with me as I try to figure this new way of doing this out. We are going to.
I'm a
do
direwolf, not a
this.
bear.
I never. I hate you so much. Oh wait, no.
So many bear puns.
Okay. So you guys should be able to see, potentially see.
Oh God.
So one swing, you run into the cave. Right up.
Bye, one thing.
Wait,
next-
where's the entrance?
The entrance is
Up
the
top.
northwards facing. Yeah. Oh, you can't see my mouse. The entrance. Oh, I should probably move people with this. Is over here.
Bring them outside to fight. I'm sorry.
One swing. You suffer 9 points of slashing damage. And I'm going to have you all roll initiative.
Oh boy.
Yay!
Wait,
Oh,
how do we see
baby.
this?
In the thing itself.
In the thing itself.
In the stream channel itself, you should be able to watch the live stream from me.
You click on Ben's name and then hit join live stream.
There. Okay.
Oh.
Cool. Thank you. Oh, and I guess I need to show it on here too. Burp. Whoop. Not
While you
bad.
do that, I'm gonna go quick.
15.
I did fuck something up, so give me 1 second here to fix it. Okay, there we go. Boom. All right. Okay.
I got a 23.
Oh my god, twinsies.
Twinsies.
God damn, I roll a natural 20 and I still can't beat you guys in initiative.
All right. Otto was a 23.
Aver's
One swing.
23.
Avier was
21.
23.
Yeah,
21.
one swing's 21.
Okay. Krakus.
15.
15. Tristan.
22.
20. Jesus Christ, guys. Leaf.
18.
18. And Eve.
12.
Ooh, nice.
Well, you forgot about Ray.
Oh,
I got
Ray also.
14.
14.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't have Ray in here, so I need to remember. So Ray, you are going to be after Krakus.
Crack is.
You're not
You're not
last.
You're second
Oh.
last.
Wow.
Yeah. Alrighty. Oh, and I forgot the one. Oh, nice. The bow attack against you one swing was a natural 20.
Okie dokie.
Which is 1d8 plus 1. 8 points of. Oh, I'm sorry. 15 points of piercing damage.
Just as a reference, guys, I don't have any spell slots, so
Oh,
be careful when you heal.
Alrighty. Top of the initiative. You guys are tied for first. Which one of you has a higher dex?
I have a +8 to initiative.
Right.
Oh, Dex.
I have my dexterity as +4.
Okay. And then Avier's dexterity is +3.
Oh, we're doing Dex +3. Yeah.
So Otto, you're up first. You're at the entrance of the cave. You watch as one swing just runs in, and you hear him kind of go, "Oh, ah." What would you like to do?
Again, do I see the people that attacked him?
You don't. I would say, from your position, you cannot see them, but you can see one swing. The other two are kind of in a position where they are behind a wall. Sorry, you
I'll
were
go
on
in
the.
and to the right,
Okay.
hug the right wall. Well, my left, the character's left, but the right on the screen. Hug
Okay.
that right wall
Uh-huh.
until I can see.
I would say once you get about right here, you can see this guy, and this guy pretty easily. You see 3 soldiers, one swing. You see the 4 soldiers that are essentially surrounding you at this point.
Bugs come out, draw my bow, and fire.
Go ahead.
Do
and
they
roll.
see me first? Because I was stealthed coming through.
I would say they don't see you.
Okay.
You didn't charge in.
They're staring at the 8-foot Goliath
Yeah.
room.
Dirty 20 to hit. The one to the top.
Okay. Go ahead and roll damage.
8.
8 damage. All right. So you pull your bow that gets surrounded by your bugs and fire the arrow at the soldier, and it finds its purchase, and the bugs continue to hit into him as well.
And I'll pull him 5 feet closer.
Okie doke. That was going to be my next question. Maybe.
Yep.
I need to
Oh, I'll just pull him right in front of me.
ungroup this.
Trying to get Oriveris a clean shot for a dome hit.
Ungroup. There we go. So 5 feet in this direction. Oriveris, you would be right about here. Everyone else would be around here. Okay. One swing, something you notice. Wait, do you have dark vision? I forget. Does one swing does not have dark vision?
I
You
do
don't
not have
notice
dark vision.
anything.
Okay.
All right. Otto, does that end your turn?
Yep, bonus action, most of my movement, and my action.
Okay. Avier, you are up.
Okay, I'm gonna move in right behind Otto.
Okay.
I guess. Yeah, that'll
Alright.
work.
And you
Let's
can
see.
definitely see this guard here. And with your dark vision, Otto, I forget. Do you have dark vision?
I do not.
Okay,
I was going to handle that. I was supposed to handle that this round, but
all good.
I'll do that next round.
That's fine. I forgot we're in nighttime and in a cave. So, future reference, it is dark in here. Um,
I have 60 feet of dark vision, so I
yes.
feel like I can see them.
Yeah, you can definitely see these guys.
Cool.
All three of them, I would say.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Ray of Sickness on that dude right in front.
Alrighty.
That's 17 to hit.
17 hits.
Awesome. I'm casting it as a second level spell. In case I didn't say that.
Nope. It's
Eight.
fine.
Oh fuck, that was 2 max damage. So
Is Ray of Sickness, do you roll an attack or do I need to roll a save?
no, I roll an attack. And that
Okay.
was 19 damage.
19.
Usually, if it says Ray, it's an attack roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was 19 poison damage.
19 poison damage?
Yes.
Alrighty, you guys see as Otto lets loose his arrow and his bugs kind of pelt this form forward a bit, and as it gets pelted forward, Avier kind of runs right behind Otto, mutters a few words, and blasts a ray of arcane energy at this guy, and he just crumples to the ground dead, and you notice like he starts to bleed from his eyes and nose and ears. Avier, you notice that this is not red blood, it is black blood.
Okay. Can I make a like a medicine or a history or something check to see if I know what that means?
That would be
Or insight or anything?
I would say that would be more of an action to try to discern.
Damn, okay.
Yeah.
Then never mind. I'm done.
Alrighty. That brings us to Tristan. One swing, you're on deck.
Gotcha.
Cool. Where am I exactly?
You are at the cave entrance, kind of close to where Leaf is currently.
Okay, so I'll walk in towards the entrance, like next to Otto.
Okay.
And then can I see them in my dark vision?
Yes, you can see from this position. If you wanted to go in here, I would say you would be able to see all three of them. If you kind of move in front of Otto a little bit.
So after I do that, can I make it to that one off to the
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. So I'll go over to him.
Okay.
And I will swing at him with my rapier.
Swing at him with your rapier. Go ahead and roll an attack.
That would be a 19 to hit.
19 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Cool. Wrong dice. Sorry. There it is. That would be 6 damage.
6 damage? Okay.
Yes.
That is 6 damage to this guy here. So you reach out, you run forward, swing your weapon that you just said. Rapier. And find kind of an opening in some of that armor. And you also notice the black blood spewing from him instead of the normal red that you might have expected.
Okie dokie.
Does that end your turn?
Yes, it ends my turn.
All right, one swing, you're up. Leaf, you're on deck.
I'm gonna go to that guy directly to my left.
Okay. This guy here?
Yep.
Alrighty.
Stare him right in the eyes. Bonus action, I'm going to Demon Rage.
Okie dokie.
Nothing. It's just more. I'm just doing it for the flair.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to do anything.
That's fine.
Pull out the greatsword and attack.
Go ahead and roll an attack.
$13 a hit.
13 just misses.
Cool.
So you run up to him, fill yourself with your demon rage, and your eyes kind of go slightly black, and you just kind of stare over him and swing with your great sword towards him, and he dodges out of the way, kind of looks up at you and goes,
And then I'm going to action surge.
"All right."
I swing at him again.
Burn all those things.
That's a natural 20.
Alrighty.
So that's a 28 to hit.
28 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
10. That is 16 damage.
16 damage. Okay. You, as he starts to chuckle at you, you kind of fill yourself with that extra rage and bring the great sword down over your head onto him, and slice a huge gash across his chest. And you don't have dark vision. I need you to actually make those rolls at disadvantage. At least that second one. The first one obviously missed, so...
Second one's a 19.
Sorry. I'm going to try to not forget these things.
Question, when I'm demon raged, would I have dark vision? That's a you call.
No, you would not.
Okay. 5... 13 damage then.
13 damage? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He still looks really hurt.
If I action surge, do I get another bonus action or just an action?
Just an action. You said for action surge?
Yeah.
Yeah, action surge, I believe it only gives
It is
an
one
extra
additional action.
Yeah.
All right, and that is it.
Alrighty. He is looking real hurt, and I would say you can kind of glean that some of the blood that came off of him was black instead of red.
Okay.
That brings us to Leaf.
I'm going to move up to the one on the right.
Okay.
Do I have enough movement to be flanking?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll use my cunning action to dash behind so
All
I
right.
can get a flank.
Yeah, that's
I'll attack.
doable. All right, go ahead and roll an attack at advantage.
That is an 18.
18 hits. Go ahead and roll your sneak attack. Yeah.
Plus 3 is 20.
20 damage?
Yeah.
Tristan, as you kind of finish your swing against this guy, you see a blur of motion to your right as Leaf just appears right on the other side of this guard and stabs forward with his rapier, and you just see the point kind of go through the front of his neck as the soldier kind of spits out black blood onto you and falls unconscious. That is your action, your bonus action. Does that end your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. That brings us to the guards. The first guard is seeing the demon raging Goliath in front of him is going to attack with his longsword. Before I forget, nope, he's still there. Nope, he's still there too. There we go.
It's okay. Take your time.
Thanks, guys. That is a that is a 16 to hit.
Miss.
All right. He reaches forward with his long sword, trying to kind of parry off the attack that he just sustained, and you're able to kind of move off to the side, and it just misses you. And then the other one is going to see the guard in trouble, and he is actually going to use all of his movement to run further into the cave.
Coward.
That is. Hold on 1 second. That ends their turn, and brings us to Crocus.
I would like to move around and see what I can see in the cave. I don't have dark vision,
Okay.
but I do have advantage on perception because wolf.
All right. So you want to use your action to try to perceive what's in the cave?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. I would say you kind of go ahead and roll a perception check.
Let me see what it is for the wolf. Wolfie. Sorry, I had it up and now it's gone.
It's all good.
It's not good.
Poor
All right.
puppy.
It's a pretty low DC, but go ahead.
We're talking about a 10.
At advantage?
Yeah.
Okay. 10 is exactly what you needed to smell that there is a bleeding something next to close to where your Goliath friend is.
Then I would like to go over to that.
Okay. You are right there. You've used your action to perceive that he is there. Do you have any bonus actions?
Nothing that I can do right now.
Okay. Then you are there giving moral support to the Goliath. Which brings us to the end of the initiative order. Oh, wait. Nope.
There's
Or
2 of us
Avaris.
missing.
Or Avaris. Because you were the 14. I wrote it down over here and then forgot.
Do you have my 12?
Yes, I do have your 12.
Okay.
But your character's in in my tracker because you're in the D&D Beyond campaign, whereas Orvaris is not.
Okay.
So can I sneak into the cave? I do not have dark vision, so I don't know what I actually see.
Okay. You want to essentially stealth into the cave?
Yes.
Okay. I would say not a whole lot that you can see. You do hear a lot of Cam, help me out here. In a dark cave without dark vision. This is
So it depends on how dark it is.
I would say with the sun setting, you've got maybe just a little bit of light coming into the cave for a little bit here.
So deep, like
Maybe.
big picture, they would be able to see it, but the details they wouldn't.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So you can make out some shadowy-ish shadowy figures that you can make out to be the wolf and your Goliath friend, kind of pinning something into a corner over there.
Okay, so I'm going to sneak attack and shoot whichever, over the wolf.
Real quick, roll a stealth check.
Yes.
Damage.
Oh, I have, 22.
Yep. Okay. You seem to be fairly hidden from everyone in the group.
Okay, and then I'll shoot my short bow.
All right.
16 to hit.
16 hits.
And then because it was a sneaky attack, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 damage.
All
You
right.
forgot to add your.
What do I add?
Doesn't matter.
It was 19
Okay.
or 21.
He had 9 hit points left, so. You guys see as One Swing and Krakus, you kind of see out of nowhere an arrow just pierce through this guy's eye, and he crumbles to the ground. Does that end your turn, Auravarus?
Can I use the rest of my speed to move further into the cave near them?
You get 40 feet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could make it right about there.
I say hi in Abyssal.
All right, you hear this very deep, scary kind of
You
tone
don't speak Abyssal.
come out of the Goliath.
Okay.
All right. So what are you guys doing?
Could everybody have heard that hello in Abyssal?
Yes, everyone would have heard that hello in Abyssal.
So then Tristan would have gone, hello in Abyssal?
I'm gonna turn around and just look at him like, what?
Meanwhile, I come running in, about to cast a spell. You're smelly and not very nice, and you're very, 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 very ugly. Oh, they're all gone. Good job.
Yeah, I can say there's a reason why we won that arena thing. We know how to kill shit rapidly.
We're not out of combat yet, though, right? Because the guy just ran away.
I mean,
Are we still in initiative order?
you are still in initiative order. Ooh.
Oh.
Okay.
All right, well then
Here we
let's go, because I got like a whole 45 seconds left on this demon rage.
Tristan
You just
walks-
charge on forward.
Yeah.
Tristan walks over to One Swing and gives him 5 points of healing.
Aww.
All right.
So
I will follow close behind One Swing.
Oh, son of a bitch.
I have to pay respects to Benpai.
Yeah. Give me. I'm an idiot. So I just ruined the entire initiative order.
Oh.
Yeah.
We
Do
all
you guys
remember
remember
who
your
we are.
numbers?
Yes.
I do.
I remember.
Yeah, I don't remember mine.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. Krakus, what was yours one more time? I'm sorry. Oh,
15.
15. Eve, you were 12.
Yes.
Tristan was
22.
22. Leaf, you were 17?
18.
Close. 17 was what I rolled for the other guys. And you were 21, correct? One Swing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Orvarus was 15. And
14.
Avir and.
Avir and Otto were 23.
Yeah, sorry, I was yawning.
All good. Boom. Okay. Cool. So One Swing, you start to move forward. You can just barely make out that there are. I would say, all of our half elves can make out that there are. The path kind of branches off into two. You do notice that one is almost a drop and has some very rough terrain on it, a lot of gravel, as though there might have been a cave-in at some point that was partially cleared out. The others of you would just start to see that it is tunneling further down over here, and it's 60 feet, right?
Yeah, they have 60 feet.
Okay. I would say you can just make out one of the soldiers towards the bottom here.
One swing would have ran the direction of the soldiers.
One swing
of
would
the
have
soldiers.
ran in the direction of the soldiers.
Of
Your
course
movement
it
is
would.
30.
Otto was following.
All right. So you would have gotten right here. Otto, you're 30 as well, right?
25.
25. Okay.
Because he's small.
Uh-huh. I got small legs.
Tristan would have followed as well.
Okay.
I would have followed Tristan.
You would have gotten here. You would
He's
have
30.
made it to here. That was 30, wasn't it?
I was just
Yeah.
telling you I have 30.
Okay. All right. So, and Avier, you would have had your movement as well.
Oh yeah, I would have tried. I'd probably be. Yeah, I would have used all of it.
Oh, are you guys dashing through all this, or are you just using movement?
No,
Okay.
I just used movement.
No, yeah, just the 30 feet.
Yep.
Okay. And Leaf, you would have had an opportunity to use some movement.
Yeah, I'll try to catch up to Tristan in one swing as best as I can.
All right, you can make it to here, or you can stay back by Tristan behind one swing. It's up to you.
Yeah, right there.
Right here?
Yep.
Okay. Alrighty. One swing, you would have been able to see.
Do I get to move?
Oh, no. You move after everyone.
I can use an action, right?
No, you can. I'm actually mildly confused by how it works when you stay in initiative. So,
Let's just say we all had a turn of movement.
yes. So yeah, I would say what's the wolf's movement speed?
50. I'm not going far past the Goliath, though.
Okay, so you want to meet up with the Goliath and Oravarus. Are
No, I'm
you-
going to stick next to the Goliath. I can smell him better.
Okay. You guys are noticing the further into this cave you are getting, the darker it is. And there is some mild torchlight that seems to be coming from beyond where you can see right now. So you can make out shadows and some slight figures, but beyond that, you can't really see beyond that. So I would say at this point, we're just going to go back to the top of the initiative order. Oh, Oravarus, are you moving forward as well? This has been the hardest to keep track of tonight, and I am so sorry, guys. Ray, are you moving
Traps.
forward too?
Trap's muted.
Oh, okay. Maybe eventually he'll let Ray speak.
Sorry.
Free Ray. Free her.
Free Elias. Yeah, if I could just be like in the middle back.
The middle back? Like this? This?
Yeah,
This?
perfect.
All right.
Oh, look at us small folk in the back.
I'm just gonna make this slightly easier on me and say if you guys want to see what is coming up ahead, you can see what is coming up ahead.
Okay.
You're so sweet.
I know, I am the nicest guy around. So yeah, you guys make your way forward and oh my gosh, I cannot see Otto anymore though. There we go.
He's so tiny, you can't see him.
Yep. The two small people are hiding in the very, very edges of my vision.
Not like we can move very far.
Getting back to the top of the initiative order, Otto, you can see some shadowy figure kind of beyond all of your party. About, what is that, like 1, 2, 3, 4? About 40 feet away from you.
All right, I'm gonna use my full movement to stand between one swing's legs.
Okay.
Nice.
Because that's a possibility.
Yep.
Do I see? Well, I'm not actually a Lightfoot. I forget if all halflings have that or it's just light feet halflings. But do I see any more shadows or still just that one?
I would say you can see a person on each side of the kind of like big pillar, natural pillar between the.
Catch a tiger by his toe. If you just let him go, out goes Y. Oh, the one on the right. My character's left, but our right.
Yep.
Like right behind him, I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire.
You're gonna cast Fairy Fire, and that is
There's a Dex save. Dex save 13.
Dex save
So not
13.
the highest, but
And that would hit.
Yeah, it would end up hitting. I think because its range is, I think it's a 20-foot cube or something.
A 20-foot cube.
Yeah.
So it hits here. Okay. Cool. And that is a. You said it's a Dex save.
Yeah.
That is a 7. A 17. And a 15. So you said it's a 14 save?
13.
13 save? Okay. So the one on the right is affected by the fairy fire. You guys see this
lightning bugs come out of my staff.
And fly forward towards one of the guards back there, and kind of start to swarm and cling to the guard there, kind of making him bright beacon of light, and all of your attacks on him are at advantage.
Yes, sir. And bonus action, I think the bugs are still up for that was like 5. It was 3 rounds, 3 or 4 rounds or whatever. So they're still good. I'll Hunter's Mark that one as well.
Okay.
Just to get that out.
Sounds good. So Hunter's Mark and Fairy Fire affecting the one to the right of the pillar. You look to the east of the pillar.
Yeah.
All right, and does that end your turn?
That is everything.
Avier, you're up. Tristan, you're on deck.
I'm going to cast Chill Touch on the same one that Otto just attacked.
Okay, so in order for you to be able to see him, you would need to move.
Yeah, I'll move.
A bit. Okay.
And I rolled a natural 20.
Alrighty. On your Chill Touch, a hand starts to appear behind that guard. Don't even need to roll at advantage because it was a natural 20. And how much damage did we
7.
do? 7 damage? Okay. So reaches out, grasps the guard there, and doesn't seem to do as much damage as you would have thought it would have done.
That's what I thought. And I'm gonna move back also, so everyone else can get forward.
Whoops.
And move out of their way.
Okie doke. And does that end your turn?
Yep.
All right, Tristan, you're up. One swing, you're on deck.
Cool. I am going to drop my rapier,
Okay.
pull out a javelin, and throw it to the one left of the pillar.
Okay. So the one to the west, go ahead and roll an attack.
That would be a go back here. A 15 to wait. Let me. I think it's a 15 to hit.
Mhm.
Yep, 15 to hit.
15 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Awesome. That is. And actually, hold on. Let me double check. 5, 10, 15, 25. Cool. Just want to make sure I was actually in range. Oh, max damage. 9 damage.
9 damage. Alrighty. You guys see as Tristan kind of looks ahead and just drops his rapier to the ground, pulls a javelin off his back, and throws it at one of the guards. I'm sorry, you said 15 damage?
No, 9 damage.
That's what I heard. All right. And javelin just still kind of like sticking into the guard's shoulder. Is that the end of your turn? You staying where you are?
I'm gonna also then move in front of Otto.
Moving in front of Otto. Like right here?
Yep.
Okie doke. Easy enough. Does that end your turn?
That ends my turn.
All right, one swing, you're up. You see a javelin that kind of flew over your shoulder and hit the guy to the west of the pillar. You see...
Oh, I'm sorry. I should not have moved.
No, I want to get through.
That's fine.
Okay.
My rapier's on the ground.
It is.
We'll grab it later. It's okay.
One swing, you see the javelin fly forward and hit the guard to the west of the pillar. Tristan kind of move in front of Otto, and you see another guard with a bunch of glowing bugs kind of clung to him.
Well, that's the one I'm gonna go for.
The glowing one?
Oh yeah.
All right, so you're going to use your movement to get up to him?
Yeah.
All righty then.
And swing. Because I'm at disadvantage, does that mean I roll flat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Does 23 hit?
No. Yes.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll damage.
That is 10 damage.
10 damage? All right. Nice, nice. So this one that's was already kind of hit a little bit with that chill touch is slashed at with the massive sword that one swing carries. That same black blood kind of starting to coat the sword itself, and you just see this big, huge open wound across his shoulder and top of his chest. He looks really, really hurt. Does that end your turn?
Yeah.
Alrighty. That brings us to Leaf.
I'm gonna use my short bow and attack the one in front of one swing.
The one in front of one swing? Okay. And yeah, go ahead and roll that at advantage.
14.
14 just hits.
And because I have advantage, it is a sneak attack.
Correct.
Yes.
That is +3 is 18.
Yep.
Yeah.
So after taking that big, huge slash across the chest, an arrow finds its purchase right into that open wound and seems to like pierce right into the heart of this soldier, and he kind of just lets out it and falls over. He is done. Maybe.
Ungroup.
Thank you.
Can I use my bonus action to pick up Tristan's rapier and walk it over to him
Sure.
and just say, "You drop this."
Oh, thank you. He takes it.
Alrighty. And that brings us to the guard's turn. All right. In which one of the guards moves up here and starts to take a swing with his longsword against one swing. That is a 12 to
Bad
hit.
idea.
Miss.
Alrighty. And then another one is going to move up here and also take a swing at one swing with his sword. That's going to be a 19.
That hits.
Hits. Alrighty, which is, what did we say? A D8. Max damage. That is going to be 9 points of slashing damage. The other one is going to see where some of the rest of the damage is coming from, and shoot with his longbow at Tristan. 6 to hit.
Miss.
And another one is going to move up and do the same. 6. Again.
Miss.
Cool.
I don't even need this AC.
Can you give it to me then? I have no armor.
So it wouldn't have even hit me.
And we have one more.
Uh-oh.
Here it comes.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. Sorry, guys. Okay.
Enter Big Dragon.
And that ends their turn. Ooh. All right, Krakus, you're up. Eriveris, you're on deck.
So, can we see them or can we not see them?
There is some mild light that seems to be coming from
From
here.
behind them.
So you can see some shadow.
Great. Then I would like to move to the one that is to the west of the pillar
Okay.
and try to bite him.
Go for a roll and attack.
Just straight roll?
Yeah.
That is a 12.
12. You lunge forward, and the archer kind of drops his bow and moves out of the way, and all you're able to really latch on to is his bow. But you miss him, not really being able to find any purchase on him there.
And then I would like to use my bonus action to do my disappearing thing.
Okay.
Poof.
So as the wolf lunges forward and grabs the bow off of this this soldier, you just see him vanish.
With the hidden step. Yep.
All right. Can you cast spells in your? Oh, you can. That's not a
It's
spell.
racial.
It's a racial
Yeah.
trait.
Yeah.
That's right. We talked about this last time. All right. That brings us to Eriveris.
Okay, I'm going to sneak up about 30 feet and shoot my short bow at the same one that he just attacked.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. You're using your cunning action to try to be stealthy?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So go ahead and roll a stealth check for me.
28.
All right. You move forward and you kind of vanish around this pillar in the middle here, and go ahead and roll an attack.
12.
12. 12 does not hit. You
Okay.
kind of let loose your arrow, and it just kind of goes completely wide of the soldier. It is a little dark in here, so potentially a little hard for you to see, to be able to make it. So
Okay. And I'll use my bonus action to just hide and make sure I'm well hidden.
you use your bonus
against
action
the
to
pillar.
hide before
Use it
you
before.
attack.
You're good.
Oh, I thought that wasn't.
You're good.
Okay, yes.
Cutting action is a bonus action.
Okay.
Alrighty, that brings us to Eve.
Okay, so I'm gonna move 30 feet, so I'm at like the bottom right of where Leaf is.
Real quick, you have dark vision with your.
Yes.
You notice, kind of off to the side, a soldier making his way through that rubble-like area.
Oh, this guy thinks he's clever. Okay, I'm gonna go for him instead. I'm gonna stay back here for now.
Okay.
And so I'm going to use Eldritch Blaze.
Eldritch Blast. Okay.
Ooh,
Alright, that's
warlock.
That's a 15.
15 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
I haven't played a warlock that actually uses her.
You've got the
Stupid.
perfect warlock.
Where's my D12?
Advance
Oh, there it is.
supplies.
Oh, it's a D10.
Need a place to check your stuff because you're so disorganized.
That'll be 7 points of damage. Wait. Alright, I have the Agonizing Blast. So 11 points of damage.
11 points of damage.
Yes.
You notice this guy kind of coming up around behind where you guys were, as though he was trying to sneak, but not particularly well. And you just let loose a bolt of eldritch energy, and it kind of hits him across the chest unawares, and he's already looking pretty rough.
Oh, fun fact, the Eldritch energy is purple and sparkly.
Oh, okay.
Do you tell us that there's someone coming over there?
I kind of make a remark going, "Oh, hello there. I
Okay.
didn't see you there for a second."
I would say you would definitely have noticed that she cast a spell that was not in the direction of where you're currently fighting.
Cool.
So yeah, I think I would say you and probably I would say most everyone would have noticed her making those remarks.
Okay.
I'm gonna make him chase me. So I'm still gonna go forward. My 30 feet.
So you can get to about here.
Okay, yeah, that works.
Alrighty. Does that end your turn?
Yep.
Okie dokie. Back to the top of the initiative order. We've got Otto. Whoa.
Yes, we do. Yeah, I just I guess she went the other way and shot.
What?
Yes.
The girl looked the other way and shot. I would turn around.
Okay.
Do I see anything back there?
You do not see anything back there. Where Eve was standing before was kind of like right at the corner where
Okay.
there was the fork. So you don't see the guard is here.
All right. I'll shoot it. I'll poke around and shoot an arrow at the one fighting the dire wolf.
Okay. Which you do not see the dire wolf, but you can go ahead and roll an attack against.
Yeah, where he went.
Right. Go ahead and roll an attack.
My hunter's mark. I'll move to him as a bonus action.
Okay.
17.
17 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
$14 points of damage.
14 points of damage on the one next to the dire wolf.
And I'll pull him 5 feet.
Okay.
Do I get to
Towards
make
you.
an attack of opportunity?
He doesn't.
It's only willingly
really
move.
and he doesn't really move out of your combat area. Are you pulling him 5 feet closer to you, Otto?
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. Does that end your turn?
Yes, it does.
Okie doke. That brings us to Avir.
Alrighty. I'm gonna back up to like the corner.
Back over here?
Yeah, where Eve was.
Okay.
And I'm gonna cast Ray of Sickness on that dude.
Okie doke. Go ahead and roll
As
it.
a first level spell. That's a 21 to hit.
21 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Alright. 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. He's looking really, really rough. Really, really beat up. You just see the blood dripping from his nose and ears, and he's just kind of like looking up at you angrily as he tries to pull himself forward through the rubble there.
Then I'm gonna move back toward the group.
Okay. You can get. You were here. You can get to about here.
Perfect.
Okay. And does that end your turn?
Yes.
All right, Tristan, you're up. One swing, you're on deck.
Tristan looks back at Avier and kind of goes, "Do you need me to help you back there?"
Nah, we're Gucci back here.
Okay. Then Tristan's gonna move forward. Actually, he's gonna move just past that guy, that guard.
Right over here?
In next square down.
Down here.
Yep.
Okay.
And then attack with his rapier. He's gonna cut him down.
Okie doke. Go ahead and make an attack.
That will be a 19 to hit.
19 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
That will be, hold on, 11 damage.
11 damage. Yeah. So you run up where first Otto kind of fired another arrow, ran just past him, turn around and slice with your rapier, and kind of hit him like right through the like liver, up through his gut, and he just falls over. Out of the fight. And does that end your turn? Or do you?
Ends my turn.
Alrighty. Coming up to one swing, Leaf, you're on deck.
I'm going to swing at whichever one of the ones that is that hit me.
Whichever what?
Whatever one hit me.
Whichever one hits you. Okay.
Remember.
That'll be the one to your the one on the right of the screen.
Okay. That is a dirty 20 to hit.
Dirty 20 hits.
18 damage.
18 damage. You, in your very furious state, swing your greatsword once again, slicing through him, spilling all entrails out in front of you. He just falls over dead.
And since I killed him, I'm going to then swing at the next guy.
All right, go ahead and roll an attack.
That's a 18 plus 8.
Yeah, that hits.
And that is going to be 6, 7, 13 damage.
13 damage. Alrighty. And then in your bloodlust, you pick up the sword and kind of bring it up the other guard's leg, making a nice huge gash in it, and he is looking really quite bloody. Does that end your turn?
It does.
All right, Leaf, you're up.
I'm just gonna draw my bow and attack the one near one swing.
Okay. I would say to be able to attack him, you'd probably have to move over just a little bit to get a line of sight, but easily doable.
Yep. Does a 14 hit?
14 just hits.
1, 2. And I'm not at disadvantage, right?
No.
Okay, so I can use sneak attack again.
Yes, he's in combat with me.
Yeah.
11 plus 15 plus 3 is 19. Did I do my math right? Yeah.
19?
Yeah.
Yep, and one swing after you take your sword up across the guy's leg, you see another arrow fly from behind you and find purchase right through the guy's neck, and he also falls over, unconscious. Which brings us. Go ahead.
Just gonna look at my rapier after and be like, "Why can't you do this?" Put it away.
By rapier, you mean
The longer one.
Um, that brings us to the guard's turn. One of them, the one closest to Krakus and Tristan, will just shout, "Go! Let the prince know. I'll hold these off for another few seconds." And you see this guy run off in this direction, and then this one will move forward. Can't see Krakus, so is going to attack at Tristan with his longsword. That is an 18 to hit.
That misses.
Ooh,
God
you have a
damn it.
spicy AC.
That is a spicy.
Okay. It's
Benpai
fine.
just wants to kill one of you tonight.
It's fine. I still have a chance. I still have a chance.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then this guard is going to use half of his movement to get here and fire an arrow at Avier. That is a 16 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, I get to hurt someone.
Okay, Ben.
8 points of piercing damage.
Well, shit. Okay. Look at that. You picked on the person with the lowest AC to attack. I'm proud of you.
What's your AC?
13.
Oh, we're twins.
Oh, okay.
Yep, definitely doing it to pick on people.
Yeah, obviously, jerk.
You don't understand. Ben just got real excited. He thought he was going to knock me unconscious there.
And he thought he was going to hit Tristan.
Yep. All of which is true. All of which is true. That one who shot an arrow at you, Avier, is still just like bleeding profusely from the ears and nose, and it's just
Leave them for me to kill.
a real
I almost feel
gore
bad
sight.
for him.
So you just let the arrow hit you, essentially.
Yeah, I let him get one in before I kill him.
Alrighty, and that brings us to Krakus. Eve, you're on deck.
Don't forget about Orveris.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, Oravarus is on deck. Krakus, you're up.
I would like to bite the guy who's standing next to me.
Go for it. Roll an attack.
That would be a 23 to hit.
Ooh, just misses. No, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Ben wish.
Also, depending on if it survives, has to do the knocked prone thing.
Right. Let's see if it survives. He's looking pretty bloody. This guard just sees all of a sudden this dire wolf materialize right in front of his face with its jaw wide open.
Crunch.
Is it going to need more than 5 damage to kill it?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Okay.
All right. And you go like right for his throat, bite down. And,
Oh, no, that was just the minimum damage. It was
Oh.
10 damage.
Oh, okay. You still lunge towards its throat, bite down, and kind of twist, and you hear this horrible crack, and he falls down dead.
Then I would like to use my movement
Mm-hmm.
to take all 50 of my movement towards the thing that was running away.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once you get to about here, let me go ahead and get rid of some of this. You do see
A bedroom.
a bedroom, a fire with some cots, and not just one guard. I'll just get rid of that too. But two guards, sitting over here.
That's
Are
the end of
you?
my turn, I think.
You do still have a few feet of movement. If you wanted, you could get to about here. Unless you want to just kind of stay here where you can see what's here. Up
No,
to you.
I'll move around.
Okay. All right, and you said that ends your turn?
After howling.
All right, you guys hear this deep throaty howl echo through the cave, as does whatever else might be lurking in the cave. And that brings us to Oriveris.
I would like to move northwest a little bit.
Northwest a little bit, okay.
Just
Just to get in view of the
yeah.
guard.
Yeah.
And
But
I
that
would
was
say
so
you'd-
low health. I want to kill it with Mrs. Mockery.
and shoot my short bow at him.
All right, go ahead and roll an attack.
14.
14 just hits. And he had 1 hit point left. That arrow flies forward and essentially goes right through the guy's mouth as he's yelling at Avir, all excited that he hit her. Oh. And yeah, that is. Does that end your turn? Are you staying there? Are you?
Can I kind of dash back down to where I was?
You want to just move right back to where you were, or
Yeah.
you want to try and move
Yeah.
further down?
I don't know how much
If you're
further I can
you're
go.
gonna bonus action, you can still probably get to about.
Yeah, you have 40
Okay,
feet.
You have
yes.
40
Yeah.
feet.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I keep forgetting it's 40. Yes, please, more.
Down, all the way down. To where you see fit.
You can get to right about here.
Perfect.
Gotta love that rogue traveling speed.
Road traveling.
Rogue traveling speed. All right. That brings us to Eve.
She's a bit sad. She wanted a test to see if she could actually kill people with words, but she. Alright. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay. So I'm assuming that's rough terrain up there. Right.
What, over here?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So either way, I'm not getting line of sight and nothing. Let's just shoot for 30 feet straight down, I guess.
Okay, you can get to about here. Do you want to use your action to dash and get closer?
Yeah, let's do it.
Child, no.
It's okay.
You
Not
can
that-
get
not that
as far as
close.
here.
I would be near Oriveris.
Okay.
Like, there, yeah.
All right. I would say from here you'll be able to see these two.
Okay.
And
Alright.
what's your dark vision?
120 feet.
120 feet.
Yep.
Okay, cool. We'll just get rid of this. I would say you can kind of see down here as well with this.
Oh, another person. Exciting. Alright. That ends my turn.
That ends your turn, bringing us back to the top of initiative. Otto. Everything is dying around you. Your friends are all running away. What would you like to do?
Cam?
Sorry, I was muted. I charge ahead.
Okay. 25 feet.
Yep.
Okay, this is about as far as you can get with 25 feet.
dash towards Oriveris.
Are you stopping like right about here, like right around, or just like
As
right
far as
around?
I can get.
Okay.
Like into that room.
You can get to here.
There.
Uh-huh.
Bonus action, Hunter's Mark, the closest guy.
Alrighty.
Pull out my short swords.
Okay, okie doke. Krakus, you see, is the tiny little, what is it, 3'11"?
Yeah. I'm 3 foot.
3 foot? Okay, my bad. 3 foot. Halfling runs up beside you, puts his short bow away, and draws two daggers.
Short swords.
They're daggers to him. Short swords to you, but daggers to him.
Yeah.
Toothpicks to one swing.
Exactly. All right. That's your movement, your action, bonus action. Avir, you're up.
Does it take double movement to move through that room on the top right?
Yes. This would be rough terrain, so it would be.
How far can I get?
It's 30 feet, your movement speed?
Yeah. So I'm just trying to visualize where I could actually get to.
You can get to here, pretty much.
10, 15, 20. Yeah, you know what? That'll work. I'm going to go there,
Okay.
and I'm going to... What is the...
Maybe like
Sorry.
like ish here, probably.
Okay. Then I'm going to cast Fog Cloud centered on myself.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use my racial ability Mask of the Wild to be hidden when lightly obscured by fog.
Ooh.
All right. No one sees
So-
this, but there is now
So there's
fog
just some weird fog.
filling the area around.
Yeah, it's a
Avir
20-foot
and
radius.
20-foot radius around you. Does it move with you?
No, it's
No?
on a point.
Okay. Alrighty. So you are here, but not here, all at the same time.
Yep,
All right. Does that end your turn?
it does.
Okie doke. Tristan, you're up. One
Cool.
swing, you're
Go-
on deck.
I'm
Okay.
going to sheathe my rapier. I'm going to
Okay.
pick up the javelin that I had thrown at the guy,
Uh-huh.
which should have been the square next to me.
Yes, it would have been right next to you.
And then how far can I get with just my movement?
You can get right about here.
Cool. Can I get into the square one down?
Right here?
Yep.
Yeah.
So then I'm going to throw my javelin at the closest guy.
Alrighty, go ahead and roll your attack.
Ah, shit. It's only an 8. Misses.
That you throw your javelin, and as you're reaching to throw, you kind of lose your balance a little bit, and it goes straight past the guy you're aiming at, and misses. Does that end your
So
turn?
close. That ends my turn.
One swing, you're up.
I'm going to use my 30 feet of movement to get right on top of Odo.
All right.
And I'm going to use my action to grab said Odo and
Yeet.
hold my action to yeet my friend directly at these guards.
Alrighty. All right, so you guys see the Goliath run forward and scoop up the halfling, and kind of get ready to just yeet the halfling forward. This is assuming that Otto lets this happen, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Just
Roll
want to
strength
make
check.
just want to make sure. Leaf,
I consent.
you are up.
I'm going to use...
You all of your friends are gone,
All my friends are gone.
I'm gonna
but
use
you
my
still have your
movement just-
gold piece.
You have your one gold.
I have my one gold piece.
And my 21 gold pieces.
Oh right, sorry. So you're gonna use your movement.
Yeah, I'm gonna move to...
This
The
is as
very
far as you
bottom.
can move.
Okay, I use my bonus action to dash to the
Okay.
bottom.
Here?
Do I have a line
Here?
of sight? Yeah.
There are
okay.
a lot of people between you and them. I would say, yeah, you can see this guy from here.
I'm at least bent over picking up the.
Oh, true. Otto's more here. So
Yeah.
at this point, so yeah, I would say you can see this guy.
I'll fire my bow at him.
Go ahead and roll an attack. No. Oh.
It doesn't hit. You said it's
What
a
is it?
9.
It's a 9. Yeah, 9 unfortunately does not hit. You let loose the arrow, and while it doesn't hit the guard, it does hit Tristan's spear.
Just sticks right in the
Does
wood
it
of the
damage
spear.
does it damage my javelin?
It lands right next to his spear.
Okay.
I just look at my bow and I just now you're letting me down too.
All right. That is Leaf's turn.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. This guy, seeing that there are quite a few people kind of moving in, is just going to move back to get some semblance of cover-ish here.
Yes, come closer.
And is going to shoot his bow at the direwolf, because that is what he can see. 18?
Definitely hits.
For 5 points of piercing damage. The other guard over there is also going to use his bow to fire at one swing, seeing that he is picking up the halfling, not knowing what's really about to happen. 19 to hit.
Hits.
Hey. 5 points of piercing damage to you, one swing.
Okay.
And then this guy is also going to move into here. We're going to go right here.
That's just another guard, right?
That is another guard.
Okay.
Is also going to fire an arrow at the direwolf. Does a 13 hit?
Barely misses.
Barely misses. So fires an arrow and it just kind of lands right in front of you, and the direwolf looks up and just kind of growls. We're just gonna.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
That guy's different.
He is different. I'm so glad you noticed. Oh, and it's his turn. He gets to go out here. Okay. Which brings us to the dire wolf. Oraveris, you're on deck.
The guy who just shot his bow at me,
Which one?
I would like to move to.
Two people shot their bow at you. The one that hit or the one that missed?
The one that hit.
Okay. You gonna move to him?
I would like to try to bite.
Go ahead and roll an attack.
Natural 20.
Hey.
Yeah.
Roll damage.
That would be 13 damage.
13 damage. Nice. You lunge forward and kind of grab him by the shoulder and really bite down. I would say you probably noticed from the one that you bit the throat of, but this blood does not taste good. Not that human blood tastes good, but the human blood that usually has its metallic-y kind of flavor. This one almost tastes rotten.
Ooh.
Has to do a
Strength save.
13 DC strength save, yeah.
Ooh. That is a 15. So he stays standing.
Correct.
All right. Does that end your turn? Or Yeah, does that end your turn?
I would like to bonus action use a first level spell to heal myself.
You're in
You're in direwolf form.
Correct. I can
So-
do that as a Circle of Moon Druid.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. Go for it. Oh, yeah, you're okay.
Moon druids are weird.
I get 2 points of health back.
Gotcha. Yeah, you can expend a first spell slot to get to roll a hit die. Is that what it was? Is that what the Moon Druid thing is? Anyways, all right. So you heal yourself up, and that I assume ends your turn, which brings us to Oraveris.
I would like to sneak further into the room and
Okay.
shoot my short bow at the one in the middle.
Okay, go ahead and roll stealth. There is some armor over here, or some various like crates and things over
Such.
here. Yeah.
26.
All right. Yeah, I'd say you're well hidden. Which one are you shooting at, by the way?
The one in the middle.
The one in the middle. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. I got 13.
13 misses, unfortunately. Your arrow flies forward and lands right next to Tristan's javelin. There's just a gathering of sharp, pointy things that are thrown and not quite finding their mark, just gathering in a pile.
We're just setting a trap, that's all.
All part of the plan, guys. All part of the plan. All right. Does that end your turn?
Yes.
All right, Eve, you're
All
up.
right.
Otto, you're on
So-
deck.
I'm assuming I can see like at least the two that are like inside the room, or do I need to move up a bit?
You can see these two, I would say.
Okay. So I will go for the one on the right with
Okey-doke.
another Eldritch Blast.
All right, go ahead and roll an attack.
That's a 17 to hit.
17 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Yes. I rolled a 9 plus the Agonizing Blast is 4, so 13.
13 points of damage. Nice. You guys see this sparkly purple beam of eldritch energy just fly into the guy and kind of leave a huge bruise on his face as he just gets pelted by it.
And I will just move to be in line with Tristan.
Alrighty.
There we go. That's it.
All right, that ends Eve's blah, blah. Otto, you're up.
Ow, 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 ow.
I assume you are going to allow.
Bonus action. Hunter's mark on the guy we're throwing it at me at.
Which one
and then,
are
yeah,
you?
I'll let-
Okay. Which one are you throwing him at? One swing.
The middle one.
The middle one. Okay. Go ahead and roll an athletics check, and Otto roll an attack with your short swords.
25.
30-20.
30-20? Okay. Yeah, you're able, you guys see one swing do one full rotation and then let go of the halfling as he flies right at the soldier and buries one of his short swords into him, dealing
14 points of damage.
14 points of damage.
Do I add anything for like blunt trauma for eating a being at said thing?
I would say we could talk about the logistics of this. 14 was more than enough to kill this guy, though.
Okay.
And I growl at the guy next to me.
So you guys just see the halfling bury his short sword into the guy and just continue to just like jab him into him, even though he's dead, just like growling and snarling. And then you look over at the other guard. You are now here. Does that end your
That's
turn?
it.
Okay. Aver, you're up.
I would like to roll something to try to figure out what these things are.
Tristan,
What would you like me
you
to
are
roll?
on deck. I would say. Hold on, let me. I am torn between. Oh, you know what? They're both the same for you. So I'll say Arcana. I was torn between history and Arcana.
Oh yeah, I'm dope at both of those.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah, 17.
17. You do recognize that these guys are definitely human, but something about them has changed to where they're maybe a little more demonic in nature.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, sorry, I should have said since I'm in fog, I should have moved forward 15 feet so that I could see just enough out of the fog to be able to see it, because technically I wouldn't be able to see it otherwise. So yeah.
Oh,
there.
I assumed you were examining the dead guy near here.
Oh, I could have done that too.
Yeah.
But if you want to move up here,
I do. I'll just go ahead and move up.
we'll do that. Honestly, you
So I'm-
could probably do both. So.
Yeah, either way.
Okay.
I'll move it. I'll move also. So that's it. I'm done. Thank
Okey-doke.
you.
No problem. Tristan, you're up. One swing's on deck.
All right, I'm gonna move about 20 feet forward. 20 feet will get me in Krakus and Otto, right? That bottom square, make a Mickey Mouse head.
Yeah, about 25 feet would get you
Cool.
there.
Do I see the guy down the hall?
What's your dark vision?
60, I believe.
Yes, you do see this much. He's still human looking, but he's kind of walking with a little more of a strut, shoulders back, head held high, and just kind of flexing, stretching, getting ready to get into the fight.
So what you're saying is he looks like one swing.
He's being a cocky.
A shorter one swing. Yes.
Okay. And I can tell that he's different than the others.
You can definitely tell that he's different than the others.
Where did my javelin go?
It's right about right here. So you would have
Right there?
Yeah.
So then I'll move there.
Okay.
Is that all of my movement?
Yes, that is all of
Okay.
your movement.
I'm gonna pick up my javelin.
Alrighty.
I'm going to use my bonus action to cast my vow enmity.
Vow of enmity.
Enmity. On him. So. Oh wait. Oh, that's within 10 feet. I can't do that there yet.
Nope.
Whoops. Never mind. Then I'll wait. I'll just then throw my javelin at this other dude then. The one further from me, next to Otto.
Okay, go ahead and roll an attack.
Oh, that went off my desk. That. You okay if I roll that again?
Yeah, that's fine.
The carpet. Cool. That's the exact same roll. Cool. That'll be a 9.
You pick up your javelin and throw it, and it just lands like in one of the pillows of the bedrolls over there. Bunch of feathers fly up, and
does it distract him? Does it like
no
give him negative for he's got feathers in his face?
Nope. You did not cast the attack feather face, so he's still good.
that is my
That's your turn. Okay, Leaf. Oh no, I'm sorry. One swing. That's you, Leaf. You're on deck.
Seeing that me and my little halfling friend have switched roles, I'm going to pull out a spear and make the range attack at the guy in front of him. Well, to the side of him.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll it. Roll an attack, sir.
19.
19 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Grabbing it with his monkey toes.
Ew.
I do that too.
Ew.
That is 7 damage.
7 damage?
Yes.
And this one had not been damaged yet.
And as a bonus action, I would like to cast Second Wind.
Okay. Go for it.
And gain 11 hit points.
You know what? At least without a cleric, you guys have a lot of ways of getting yourself, some semblance of hit points back.
Yes. And then I'll use my movement to get into flanking with him.
Like right here?
Yeah, so anybody can...
I dig it. I dig it. Leaf, that brings us to you. Standing.
I'm going to attack the only guard that I can actually get to, because I'm fairly certain I can't go past the dire wolf.
There's a lot of people in this area right now.
He's saying not that guy.
Oh,
Yeah, not
okay.
that guy.
Yeah. Okay. 2, 3, 4.
If I don't have enough movement, I'll
Yeah,
dash
you
to
have
the,
just
to the
enough movement to get up to him.
Yeah, I'll attack with my rapier.
All right, go ahead and roll an attack.
15.
Is that at advantage? Is he flank?
Yes, it is at advantage.
Ooh.
You need to get sneak attack too, but
17.
17? All right, go ahead and roll damage. That hits. Go ahead and roll damage with your sneak attack.
Plus 3, 20.
20? 20 damage? Yeah.
Mhm.
Everyone's been the halfling is still kind of growling at the guard, and you run forward and just kind of jab your rapier. We'll say right into the soft, fleshy bits into his back, knocking him. Where are you here? Unconscious or dead? He's dead. Not unconscious. He's dead.
Damn. Knocking him dead.
Knocking him dead. Does that end your
man's
turn?
gonna wake up dead.
Go to sleep on those bedrolls.
Whoa, okay.
Okay. Does that end your turn, Leaf, or?
Can I use my bonus action to hide in the bedrolls?
You gotta go.
Go ahead and roll whatchamacallit, stealth check.
21.
21. Okay, noted. All right. That brings us to their turn. The one in front of the wolf is going to switch to his longsword and attack for a 14 to hit.
That meets armor class, so hits.
Okay. And that's going to be max damage, 9 points of slashing damage.
Woof.
Woof.
Wolf.
And then
That attack was grizzly. Oh no.
and then the one that you guys assumed is referred to as the prince is going to move up to Otto, see him on top of one of his guards' bodies, and is going to make an attack with his longsword against Otto, and that's going to be a 23 to hit.
That hits. He's muted.
Okay.
Yeah, that's gonna hit. Sorry.
Oops. And that is going to deal 13 points of slashing damage.
I'm gonna use my sentinel attack for reaction
Okay, go ahead.
on him. Natural one.
Natural one.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. You see this guy who looks a lot stronger than the guys that you have been hitting at swing his sword and slash into Otto, and as you try to attack against him, he dodges out of the way while making his attack against Otto.
Cool.
And that ends his turn, bringing us to Krakus with Oraveris on deck.
I would like to. Now, question for you, DM.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say that there is a ally within 5 feet of this guy?
In front of you?
Yeah.
You guys are kind of into that cave, so no. It would
Okay.
just be you.
Great. Then I'm just going to roll a straight attack then.
Alrighty.
That is a 23.
23 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
It is 8 damage.
Oh, okay.
And then strength if...
Oh, that's right. Ooh, 5.
Prone!
He is knocked prone and is looking really, really bloody, just barely moving.
And I would like to use another bonus action, burn a level 1 spell slot to heal myself.
Alrighty.
Get another 2 HP back.
Alright. And that brings us to Oraveris. Eve, you're on deck.
Okay. Can I don't know, do I actually have like line of sight?
I would say you do. Otto's very small. So you do see the guy that just swung his really heavy longsword at Otto.
Okay. I would like to sneak up a little bit closer and shoot my short bow at the prince.
Okie doke. Go ahead and roll a stealth check and then roll an attack. He is within 5 feet of somebody, so you don't necessarily have to stealth to get your sneak attack. So if you wanted to just make an attack, you could without the sneaking.
No, I would like to be sneaky. 23.
23? Okay.
Stealth.
Alrighty. Go ahead and roll an attack.
27.
27 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oof.
16.
16
Oh,
points?
sorry, 21.
21 points damage? Okay.
Yes.
So the arrow kind of flies through the air and lands right in the prince's shoulder, and he just kind of looks at it, pulls it out, looks in the direction of where it came from. I'll say that your stealth would have applied to after you took the shot, since you got the sneak attack without stealthing. Doesn't see you. But still kind of lets loose a slight chuckle.
Ooh.
Oh, he wants to chuckle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's all.
All right. And that brings us to Eve.
Does this man want a really good laugh?
Otto, you're on deck.
So Eve scrambles through her bag, pulls out a tartan, crumbles it, throws a feather into the air, and says, "What is a cleric's favorite hot drink? Divinity!" And I'm casting Tasha's Hideous Laughter at him.
Which is
Wisdom save. Has to beat a 14.
that was a natural 18.
No!
He
Good
kind of
thing that
looks at
doesn't-
you and is like, "Oh, now you've ruined my mood."
So I made him do the opposite of laugh, which is...
Got a bigger chuckle out of the arrow sticking out of his shoulder.
Oof.
Eve pouts and just backs up 5 feet.
Eve bonus action pouts.
Eve bonus action pouts. And I no longer have my magic initiative. initiate stuff. Okay, that ends my turn.
Alrighty. That brings us to Otto.
You're muted if you're talking, Cam.
I was just about to talk. I am going to bonus action Hunter's Mark this guy.
The
Attack with the
big
short
guy?
sword.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an attack.
Actually, I'm gonna use my action to disengage
Okay.
and movement between one swing's legs.
Okay.
Throw me again.
Okay. That ends Otto's turn. Avier, you're up.
The dude in
Avier,
front-
by the way, you have no idea that this other big dude is fighting the rest of your team. So
Oh, cool.
you probably think it's another one of these puny little guards standing on the other side.
Okay. Is the guard in front of Krakus still alive?
Just
Right.
barely, and is prone on the ground. So
Oh, well,
ranged
yeah, I'm
spell
gonna-
attacks have disadvantage, I believe.
Yes. Range attacks have disadvantage.
I have disadvantage on that?
On ranged attacks, yes. Because he's prone.
Not with magic missile though.
I don't have magic missile. What am I gonna do? Well, if a ranged spell attack has a disadvantage, then I'm gonna pull out my crossbow.
Ranged attacks in general.
Oh,
have
just ranged in
disadvantage.
general?
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay, well, whatever. I'm gonna do a ranged attack on him anyway.
Go for it. I'm not saying you
I'm
can't do it.
gonna-
I'm just letting you know it's at disadvantage.
What if it just requires a saving throw?
Then I would have
Will
to
he
make
get
a saving
advantage?
throw. No.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm gonna cast Acid Splash on him, so he needs to make a dex save.
Okay. Dex is actually one of the things that he is good at. 16.
Damn. Never mind. Nothing happens.
Right.
I'm still in the fog.
I'm sorry. He kind of just rolls over to the side as he sees this green acid spew towards him.
I didn't want to hit him anyway.
I'm sorry. Tristan, you're up. One swing, you're on deck.
Cool. Now I'm gonna use my bonus action for Vow of on him. So now, and for the next minute, I have have advantage.
Okay.
Right? That's what I was reading the wrong spot. Yeah. I have advantage on attack rolls, and then I'm gonna attack him with my rapier.
All right, go ahead and roll an attack at advantage.
Oh my god.
Oof.
8.
8.
I rolled a 1 and a 3.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
So after the arrow kind of lands in his shoulder, he pulls it out, and you hear the terrible joke that Eve makes. You immediately lash forward, and the prince kind of puts one arm behind his back and just kind of like moves out of the way of the hit. And resumes his chuckling. It's like, you'll have to put up a bigger fight than that. Does that end your turn?
Wasn't that terrible?
That ends my turn.
All right, one swing, you're up. Leaf, you're on deck.
Did my halfling friend use an action the last turn?
Yes, to disengage.
All right, then I will hold my action until he says he is ready to be yeeted at Sir Twat over there.
Sir Twat is preparing to be yeeted against. All right. That brings us to Leaf. This dude's big, Leaf. He's pretty menacing looking. Has a little bit of that black blood spewing from his wound.
Am I still hidden in the bedroll?
Yes.
Then I do nothing.
Oof.
That's some RP for you.
That's quality RP.
Alrighty then. That ends Leaf's turn. The guard on the ground is going to use half of his movement to stand up, and is going to make another attack with his longsword against the direwolf, an 8.
Does not hit.
and misses. And then the prince, after seeing that Tristan tried to take a swing at him, is going to swing right back. Ooh, that is a 23 to hit.
That hits.
Let me show you how this is done.
Uh-oh.
And that is going to be 11 points of slashing damage against you, Tristan.
Okey-doke.
And then he kind of just bonus action wipes the blood off the sword.
Where did that die go?
Which brings us to Krakus. Or Averis, you're on deck.
Krakus would like to bite the dude in front of him.
Go ahead and roll an attack.
That is a 15.
Yeah, he is dead.
Cool.
Yay.
He had 1 hit point left. All you had to do was land an attack.
Then
as he gets up and misses with his sword, you kind of bite onto his arm and throw him towards the ground, and he is. That was all it took.
how is everybody looking?
I'm touched.
Yeah.
I would say the two people who have taken some pretty big hits recently have been Otto and Tristan.
But y'all aren't.
Otto looks in his element.
Cool.
I'm at 2/3.
Great. Then I am going to I'm going to move into the square, not blocking the yeet that I know is about to come.
Okay.
But yeah, right about there.
Yeah. Okay.
And I can't hold anything for next round, right?
Do you have a bonus
No.
action that you can? Okay.
Nope.
Then nope.
Cool.
Alrighty, that brings us to Oraveris. Eve, you're on deck.
Woohoo.
Can I sneak up to the square to the left of one swing to gain line of sight? Does that?
Yeah. I'd say you can see
Okay,
it from
and
here.
shoot my short bow at the prince.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an attack.
It's 16 to hit.
16 just misses, unfortunately. So the arrow flies right by the prince.
Meh. Oh, that's it. Sorry.
Ian?
Was that your? I'm sorry. Was that the end of? I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I said yeah. That's all.
Okay. Eve, you're up.
All right. Can I see him from here?
There's I would say from your height, you are not able to really see him over the dire wolf and Tristan's a pretty big beefy dude.
Is there a way I can move to get a line of sight?
I would say if you wanted to get to like right about here or here.
Yes,
You would
I
have
will
line
take
of sight.
there.
Okay.
Let's see. I am going to do another Eldritch Blast.
Alrighty. Roll an attack.
Ooh, okay. That's 22 to hit.
22 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Alright.
You guys see as Eve lets loose another blast of purplish, sparkly blast of
It's
eldritch energy.
cocked. I gotta reroll.
It's fine.
Okay. That's a 5 plus 4 is 9.
9 points
Nine.
of damage. Also kind of takes that and is like, oh, there's quite a few of you here, aren't there? And
My joke was funny, right?
All right. Otto, you're up. Avier, you're on deck.
All right. Yeah, I'm getting yeeted.
Okie doke.
I'm eating.
All right, go ahead and make that
That
athletics
action.
that athletics check and the attack roll.
Dirty 20.
24.
24 and a dirty 20 will manage to do the job. Go ahead and roll damage. And I will say add a plus. What's your strength modifier? One swing.
+8 currently.
Okay.
For like 3 more turns.
Okay, so add a +8 to your attack.
That's life.
20 points of damage.
20 points
Boom.
of damage.
Sounds like death.
As I just yeet into this fucker. Bonus action, strike with the offhand.
All right, go ahead and roll another attack.
18.
18 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
The bugs don't kick in, but the hunter mark does. So that's 9 points of additional.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
9 points of damage. He's oh, and let me move you right up on him here. Yeah, so you guys see the halfling get wedged in there. He swings out with one short sword, kind of sticks it up below the ribs, and then slashes with his other short sword across the face, and black blood just starts dripping everywhere. You know, he's there. He's chilling. He's not particularly happy with what's going on.
At the free action, really quickly, telepathically, I'm gonna tell one swing to cut his head off.
You're telling one swing to cut his own head off?
Yes. This guy's head off telepathically.
Okay. Alrighty. And that brings us to does that end your turn, I assume?
Yeah.
Avier, you're up. Tristan, you're on deck.
I'm gonna move south until I have line of sight on the prince. I should have just enough movement for that, I think.
You do not have line of sight. There's still that that little bit of.
Is that all my movement?
That was all of your movement. You were still in some rough terrain here.
Hmm.
You were just at the end of it.
Okay, then.
You could use an action to go further in.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll move another 10 feet in.
Okay.
And that's it.
Alrighty. That brings us to Tristan.
Gonna swing at him again.
Go ahead and roll an attack at advantage still.
Advantage. Okay. No, that's not gonna hit him. That's a 15.
15 misses, unfortunately.
Rolled a 10 and a 2. These fucking dice.
So, even just burn the dice. So even with the halfling kind of stuck in him, he still seems to be moving off to the side, and kind of steps out of the way and says, "Your god doesn't help you here, son." And brings us to one swing. Leaf, you're on deck. I bet you one swing is muted right now.
Yes.
I was muted. Bella was barking and I forgot to turn it back on. I'm going to walk up the right side of this wall and step over my friend, so he's in between my legs.
Keep trying to. Okay. Yeah.
And I'm just gonna take a swing at this guy.
One swing?
One swing. Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and roll an attack.
And try to cut his head off.
Go for it. You can certainly try.
It's 16 plus 8, so.
That's good. All right. Go ahead and roll damage.
$16 points of damage.
16 points of damage. All right. So one swing, you kind of move forward, step over your halfling, and bring your great sword down onto his other shoulder, like right onto the clavicle, and hit him pretty hard. And this seems to be the hit that's finally starting to make him look a little worried and hurt. And he kind of like looks into your eyes because you're still demon ranging, right?
Yep. 3 more. 2 more after this round, but yeah.
I see you're kind of like me. This'll be fun.
Ooh.
And that ends one swing's turn, I assume, or
Yes.
that brings us to Leaf. Leaf, what would you like to do?
Considering a lot of our party is directly next to the enemy, I'm not going to do what I was thinking about doing.
Which was nothing.
Well, no, I was going to make a Molotov cocktail and throw it at him.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You could throw it
But,
behind him.
No, but then I need to be behind him. Because then I'll get the flank and then I'll be able to use sneak attack. So I'll use half my movement to stand up.
Okay.
And then I'll use the other half of my movement, which should be enough to get behind him.
It's a tight fit. I would say you can kind of wake your way like right here. I mean, you're in a position where, I mean, he's in combat with other people. So yeah.
And I will attack with my rapier.
Alrighty, go ahead and roll an attack.
And am I at advantage for flanking?
Yes.
18.
18 just hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
$11.
11 points of damage. Alrighty. You guys see as Leaf, after cowering a little bit under the bed,
I was hiding. It's a tactical position.
It's a legitimate strategy.
Darts forward, kind of dodges in between Tristan and one swing, gets up behind the captain so fast and takes a swing, and he's like, "Oh, things are not looking great for me here. You guys are stronger than I thought." Does that end your turn?
Can I use a bonus action to throw a dagger?
I believe you can. Rapier is a one-handed weapon, right?
Yeah.
You want to?
Wouldn't it be at disadvantage because
Yeah.
within 5 feet? He could just
Yeah,
attack.
you
with
can
the
attack with the dagger
Oh, I
if you want. But yeah, throwing it would be at disadvantage.
Well, if I can just attack with the dagger, I would just attack with the
Go
dagger.
ahead and roll an attack.
That is plus 3 is 17.
17 just hits. Go ahead and roll damage. This one is
9.
not sneak attack.
Yeah.
9 damage?
Yep.
Alrighty. And that brings us to the prince's turn, who, upon seeing one swing a little more clearly, is going to take that as kind of a challenge and make his attack against one swing, which is going to be 22 to hit.
Okay.
Buddy-gadoo-gadee. I need another D8. Oh, that is 19 points of slashing damage.
I'm gonna use Stone's Endurance.
Okie doke. To reduce the damage.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna
So
use Sentinel.
You're gonna use a sentinel. Go ahead and roll an attack.
There we go. 19 to hit.
19 hits. Go ahead and roll
Yay.
damage.
Only took, what, 8 dice.
Wait, did you rotate through 8 d20s to get one?
Yeah.
Bruh.
You said it
That's
was
gonna be
19 damage.
19 damage. Yeah.
Okay, so I only take 9.
All right. Nice.
8 damage.
8 damage. He's starting to look really hurt, guys. Tristan sees an opening when the prince swings to attack at one swing, and as the attack just hits one swing, it kind of almost bounces off a little bit, reducing the actual hit of the sword, lessening the blow, and Tristan sees his opening and just lunges forward with the rapier, and he's starting to look really, really hurt. And that brings us to Krakus.
I would like to move over right next to the little girl who tried to pet me earlier
Okay.
and just look up and sort of drop my head.
All right. Does that end your turn?
Yep.
Okay. That brings us to Auraveris. Eve, you're on deck.
Do I have any line of sight?
At this point, you've got the hulking figure of one swing and Tristan kind of blocking the way. I would say you could try, but I'm gonna give the prince like 3/4 cover on it. So it just increases AC a bit.
Okay.
Go for it.
Yeah, can I shoot my short bow at him?
Go for it.
Still stealth? So like still
Yeah,
hiding?
you don't need to.
26?
26 will still hit him.
Okay. 9?
9.
Damage?
You guys, one swing.
Sorry. I'm sorry. 14. I'm sorry. I keep forgetting it.
One swing, you feel the tip of an arrow kind of graze past your ear, and embed itself into the other shoulder of the prince. You said 14 damage?
Yes.
All right, he's looking really, really hurt, guys. Does that end your turn?
I'm gonna whisper sorry, and yeah.
All right, Eve, you're up, and Otto, you're on deck.
Is it like a bonus action or a free action to pet the dog?
I'll give you a free action to pet the dog.
Yes.
For good cause.
So I'm going to use Vicious Mockery again, and while doing it, I'm petting the direwolf next to me. I say, "Oh, you're still trying to fight. You're so stupid." And oh, my D4 just yoinked. So that's a 14 wisdom save again. Come on.
I'm sorry. Natural 18.
Stop rolling 18.
Plus 2 is 20.
She's too distracted by the puppy.
Yeah, it's okay. You see that that Eve is like really, really happy and petting the puppy, and the puppy being a massive dire wolf.
It's a puppy.
It's yeah. I mean, it's a puppy. You're right. I'm sorry. Does that end your turn?
Yeah.
That brings us to Otto.
Yep. Let's say I'm gonna stab him in the dick. He's at that level for me.
All right. Roll an attack.
Is there advantage because Leaf's directly
Yes.
across from me?
Yeah.
17.
17 just hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Ooh. almost max damage. 17 points of damage.
How do you want to do this?
Cut it off his nuts.
Like I said
Cut off
before,
his
I
nuts.
stab him in the dick.
Commence.
He is drawn.
Whoop.
Oh.
Oh, well, I mean, sorry, I closed the thing that actually. Oops.
Oops.
Yeah. So you guys see as Otto reaches, sees like the perfect opening in the armor, grabs with one hand and stabs straight through the scrotum up into the body, and you see the prince just go, "Oh!" And just kind of like squirm a little and fall to the ground.
I'm gonna cut his head off.
Oh.
The voice in my head told me to do it. I'm gonna do it.
Hey guys, what do you call a bad circumcision?
What?
A ripoff.
Oh my god.
Gosh.
And I sheathe my rapier.
He casts Tasha's Hideous Laughter on everyone in the room.
Except for Tristan.
What?
Alrighty, guys. So the last guy has fallen. You guys are officially out of whatchamacallit, initiative.
Combat.
Combat.
Combat. Yep.
Go loot the bodies.
You loot the bodies?
I'm gonna, after I cut his head off within the last few seconds of this rage, I'm just gonna fall down onto one of the bedrolls and just lay there, exhausted.
All right. Easy enough. You cut off the monster's head. So much black blood, and you can see it so much more clearly here since there's the campfire nearby. Go ahead and roll an investigation check for me, Leaf.
Where's my investigation? That is a 17.
17. So on each of the guards, you do find, I would say on all of them, you find a total of about 8 arrows amongst them all. You also find a total of about 8 gold as well. And then you do notice that on each body, there seems to be a black onyx colored a gold banded ring on each finger with a like black onyx colored stone embedded on the top of it. And this is on every guard, including the prince. I'm sorry, not the prince. The prince, one swing, you would have noticed while you were cutting his head off.
How many guards were there again?
There were a total of 9. Well, in this room, there were a total of 6. Unless you're talking about going all the way back up to the entrance of the cave.
I'll do that after.
Okay. One swing, you notice the prince. He didn't have a ring, but around his neck was like a leather choker with another one of those
Ooh, kinky.
onyx.
I tried not to say that. I tried.
Another one of those onyx colored stones in there, which I would say you kind of recognize the the kind of stone this is.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So Leaf, you found 8 gold, 8 arrows, and 6 rings with that onyx stone.
You guys see me laying down in a bedroll covered in black blood. My own black blood and their black blood. Black.
Oh.
I get some grubs out, start tossing them around, and then feed one to one swing.
All right.
So if anyone wants a grub, it's a free hit point.
Avery will take one.
Yay, I'm at 6.
I turn out of wolf shape and walk over to him lying on the bedroll, and I cast Cure Wounds.
Okie doke.
What's Avier at?
Thanks, Krakus.
10 now.
At second level, because
Out
I
of-
like you.
17.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because you need to be healed.
Tristan's gonna walk over to Avier, do 5 points of healing to Avier, 5 points of healing to himself.
Oh,
Okay.
thanks.
So I have 3 other 1 points to give out if anyone's willing to eat a bug.
Oh, I thought I said it, but Avery took one.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. So I have 2 left.
Passing bugs
All right.
around, guys.
You get to. Sorry, I'm not used to healing.
Mood.
So that is 12 plus spellcasting modifier. So that's wisdom for me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Scrolling. So 16 points of healing. Healing damage. Yes.
Of healing damage. So one swing, you
dies.
get health, but it hurts every second that you get that health.
Thank you, Krakus. I'm gonna like snap up and like look around and be like, "Where's the girl?"
What?
I ain't quite sure, but there is still deeper in that there cave, I guess.
Yep, you guys can see, Eve, I would say you can see that hallway does go about 80 feet down. There's another campfire. And I would say at this point you can start to hear a little girl calling for help.
Check for traps.
I just run down.
All right, Otto runs down. No
I'm with
traps
Otto.
here.
Yeah, Avery would also be running.
Okay. Avier, Otto, and One Swing are bolting down the cave, and there is another campfire with another bedroll, and next to the bedroll is what looks like it would be a cage used for something like a wolf or, something a little more wild and crazy. But in there instead, you see a small human girl, probably about 4.5 feet tall, that just looks at you and is like, are you with them? No.
No, we ain't. We're gonna get you out of here. Don't you worry about that.
Your father sent us.
Oh, thank you. You guys walk up to the cage. It does appear to be locked.
One Swing, would you do the honors?
Yeah.
Stand back to the back end of the cage, little girl.
I'll try to rip it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a strength check.
Do you guys just want me to unlock it?
You're not there.
It's only us 3 at the moment.
I'm just in secret.
19, 20, 21, 22. 22.
One Swing walks up to the door of the cage and just kind of yells and yanks it off, and the girl, seeing now this Goliath covered in black blood with horns coming out of his head, kind of backs away scared. But as soon as it opens, she darts out of the cage and kind of runs to hide behind Avier, kind of
fair.
grabbing onto her cloak a little bit.
Yeah, Avery's gonna get down on her level and try to comfort her and tell her that everybody's a friend. Don't worry about it. We're here to help you. We're gonna get you out of here.
I'm gonna pick up, feeling a little sad that a kid's scared of me. I'm gonna pick up the other smallest thing I see, which is Odo, and put him up on my shoulder.
Aww. Buddy.
Make a persuasion check.
No, I'm doing it to Odo.
No, I know. Make a persuasion check anyways.
Oh. Yikes!
Okay, so she's more scared.
That's a 6.
So you kind of like grab Odo by the back of his cloak and prop him up there. It doesn't
What?
it doesn't look gentle in any way, shape, or form, and the girl kind of like hides a little bit more behind Avier. It's like I recognize you guys from the arena, but he's still scary.
He is scary, and he's gonna now walk away so that you don't have to be scared of him anymore, aren't you?
I'm already walking out.
Okay, good.
I'm already defeated.
Aww.
It's all right, One Swing. Don't
Sorry,
you worry
buddy.
about it. I am sure these people will get used to you once you keep saving their asses. These city folk, they have a fickle memory. They won't give a fuck about the horns anytime sooner or later.
Well, give me the shine.
Avier's gonna ask the little
Alright,
girl
here you
her
go.
name
Yes,
and like try to get her talking.
she has a name.
Oh God.
Yes, Amy. It
A name.
is something.
Sorry.
I'm looking through my notes as I go to a character generator.
No.
Little girl number 1.
I did have a name. I did have a name chosen. My name's Tika. Tika
Well, hi,
Archeron.
Tika. I'm Avier, and we're all your friends. Everyone that you're gonna see out of here, we're all friends. Are you hurt? Can I do like a medicine check to see if she's hurt, or
Go
do I
ahead.
need to? Does she know? Okay.
I feel okay. They they kind of tricked me into coming with them. They said my mom was with them and she needed to see me, so I just followed them, and I feel really stupid about it now.
Oh, this is so sad.
But and all they were saying was that they were trying to get the people that Lord Locken was trying to get to catch them to be distracted.
Oh shit.
And she just starts crying. You can see that she's really beat up by what happened and feeling quite dumb. As
Hey, do you like small animals? Do you like animals?
yeah.
Tristan, come in here.
Tristan hears and walks in.
Tristan, why don't you introduce her to your friend? This is Tristan. He's one of my friends, and he has a friend with him that I think you're gonna like.
Oh, hello there, little girl. He kneels down. And said, "Do you like? I have my friend here, Squeaker." It's like pops out
And
the top of his armor, holding a piece of gold, like nibbling on it.
it's just this little rat is chewing on a piece of gold and looks over at the girl and kind of like leans forward and sniffs. And the girl's like, can I pet him?
Of course.
And she reaches forward and starts petting Squeakers, who just kind of starts going.
Can I then try and pick her up and put her on my shoulders?
Literally was going to suggest that. So glad we're on the same page.
Absolutely. I'm not gonna make you roll anything for that. You just kind of
Look at
prop
him,
her
he's a
up, and
sweetheart.
she gets to ride, kind of piggyback on
And-
Tristan's shoulders.
And while he's doing that, Squeakers is just like running around both like on me and her, like all over the place. Just
Yeah,
like
you just see that. I would say, Avier, you would notice next to the bedroll there's also a chest.
Can I detect magic on it?
Yes, you
See if
can.
there's anything. See if there's anything magical. I mean, I don't roll anything. I just do.
Yes. You cast Detect Magic on it. I just need to check something on the thing inside. You get a faint magical aura coming from inside of it. Not the chest itself, but something in the chest.
Okay, then I'm gonna call for the rogues for them to come open it up.
Okay.
Oh god, no.
I'm gonna use my
well,
thieves tools, unless
Yeah,
you.
roll and use your sleight of hand.
I would have was
No?
Was she in the room yet?
Oraveris?
Yeah.
Very
No.
quick. Fast.
I would have tried to open it first.
Oh.
Okay.
I have
Okay.
thieves tools.
Oh, sorry. I didn't even think about that.
I would say that Avir would know that Tristan has thieves tools. So if you want to go ahead and roll your thieves tools check.
Alrighty. What would that add? Would I add anything?
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand. Cool. Let's see. There we go. Dirty 20. Thank you.
Look at that.
20s.
So
Ooh.
Tristan with little Tika sitting on his shoulders kind of leans forward and fiddles with the lock on it, and you just hear that. And inside.
Fireball, little Tika's dead.
Oh,
Boom!
Best D&D game ever.
Yep.
To be fair, Oraveris was not about to roll to check for traps either. So.
And you find in there a bottle of aged goodberry wine,
Ooh.
which
Ooh.
I will post in the Erilea chat for you.
That has magical.
Yeah, it's goodberry.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna put that in my bag so that none of the drunkards with us can just start.
What do you mean?
Fair enough. Solid move.
Do you let her take it from you?
Oh.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just making sure. Yep. Easy
Tristan will
enough.
fight you for it.
So you can add that to your inventory, or I can help you add it to your inventory in
Okay.
D&D Beyond.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that.
I'll help you with it.
Maybe I
Just
do.
so you know, it is
Yummy.
it's very yummy. That is it's a good berry wine. So it does do some healing, but it takes a minute to drink.
Okay.
But you can essentially use it to spend a hit die.
Oh, okay.
Any number of hit die. So instead of a short rest and spending a hit die, you can take a minute and drink some wine and regain some health.
Dope.
And
I'm sure we will need that.
and this one has 7 servings in it.
Ooh.
Cool. Nobody else was in the room when we opened that as well, correct?
One Swing and Otto would have been walking out. Everyone else, Leaf, you were still checking the bodies. Oraveris and Eve and Krakus, you guys are the only ones left behind. What are you guys doing?
Well, I had pulled out like a little journal and I started writing stuff in the journal.
All right.
I'd like to investigate the cave and try and check out these bodies if they look unnatural to me.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. If you're checking the bodies, go ahead and roll a medicine check.
Okay. A 19 plus. Let's see where we at. Ooh, medicine. So 23.
23. So you notice kind of the same things that Avir noticed before. They look completely human. The only thing that's different about them is their eyes are completely black. Their blood is completely black. And they're not undead, but you get the sense that from the blood there's some sort of like a curse or something that took over the person.
Did that change when the rogue took the rings?
No.
Okay. That's weird. Doesn't seem very natural at all.
I would actually say you're from Morath, correct?
Yep.
Okay. I would say that you do recognize the black eyes as something that you've noticed in the past from the newer people that have started coming into Morath. That where you know the people I'm talking of with your
Yeah.
backstory. Okay, cool. So you get some familiarity with them. I would say you can't really remember if you recall seeing the same jewelry on them.
But the description makes sense, and it's things I can remember.
Yeah.
And he gets really tense and quiet after he examines these bodies.
How long does Detect Magic last, Avier?
10 minutes.
Okay. And are you guys staying up there, or are you making your way back?
No, I think we'd start making our way back out
What
of there.
is the range on Detect Magic?
I want to say 30 feet. Sorry, I'm pulling it
30
up.
feet?
It's
okay.
Yeah, 30 feet from me.
Okay. So as you're kind of coming back into the area with the group, you do see Leaf with these rings and the collar essentially that One Swing has on him, not on him but holding, all also emit a very dark magical aura, specifically centered around the stones.
Oh, can I roll Arcana to see what they are?
Go for it.
Oh shit, that's a 23.
23. You recognize this to be Wordstone. And Wordstone is essentially what was the building blocks of the gate that opened to Erilea to allow the gods to walk the lands of Erilea and come here, as well as what let in the dark, more demon-like creatures as well that led the entire land into that great war 1,000 years ago.
Huh. Okay, I will relay that information to everyone.
But beyond that, nothing is really, not a whole lot is known about Wordstone, and it's incredibly rare.
Okay, well, I guess we should take all of it that we can find. Take it with us.
After you relay that information.
And I would see you also see a similar faint glow coming from under some of One Swing's clothing.
She's definitely gonna ask him, like, what the deal is, why he is emitting the same kind of shit.
So that's what I was gonna say. Whenever after you relay that information, I'll look at you and be like, "Well, is it the same as this?" And I'll pull like a necklace out from underneath my armor, and on the armor is a ring.
On the necklace is a ring, not the armor.
Yeah, on the necklace is a ring, and the ring is completely made of the stone.
And yes, that would also be the same kind of Wordstone.
Is everyone else seeing this happen?
You're in the middle of the camp.
I'm not
still
hiding.
Okay, great. You're not like trying to hide it from everybody.
No.
Well, that's interesting.
I'm sure it doesn't mean anything. One Swing has a kind heart. It's all good.
We definitely shouldn't look into that at all.
I can't. It has to be a coinkydink.
Well, they gave me this ring whenever I became general of the army of my tribe.
Oh, well, see, it is just an honorific. It is nothing to worry about.
Did you have the horns before you put on that thing?
So one swing never wore the ring.
The ring's always just been around my neck. It doesn't fit any of my
Okay.
fingers.
Interesting.
That is very interesting.
But the horns are kind of like a more recent thing. I just woke up with them one day. It was after I even left my tribe.
Okay. Xavier's not really gonna press it anymore. So if anyone else has questions.
I mean, the only question I have is, can you open my whiskey for me?
Wait, what did the girl say about distracting someone? I thought somebody relayed that information.
Yeah, no, she said that this was all a ploy to get us out of town. So we should probably dip.
Can we drink and dip at the same time?
If you can drink and run, then yeah, why not?
I've got small legs.
Was that a yes or a no?
Yeah, I
I
don't know
don't
what
think it
that
matters. I'm gonna do it anyway.
Just have one swing carry you the whole time.
Yeah.
It's-
Yeah, you can just be
Yeah.
on my shoulder. 18 to open up the moonshine jug.
Yeah, that works.
So I take after I open, I take a swig and I just hand it to Otto as we're jogging back to town.
All right. You guys start heading back to town, and as you get closer to the town, you see some smoke coming up from the direction of where the castle is. Seems to be kind of at the front of the castle, and that is where we're gonna end for tonight.
Oh shit.
Uh,
Oh, you cut out a little bit, Benpai.
I said that's where we're gonna end for the night.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I
And
also
then
did-
everybody went,
I also take the chance to give Otto back his money.
You can keep it for now. If I need it, I'll contact you.
Okay.
I didn't ask. Ray, are you wanting to come back next week? Or are you holding or am I about to tie something into the story here of you disappearing?
I wasn't planning on
Okay.
it. So I'll part ways now, but
Okay.
before I do, I'll give Leaf back his sack of money, and I'll say thanks for being a good sport about it. I'm not really into I don't know what the word is
Thievery?
for it. No, like what's like the formalities. I'm not really into the formalities, so I'm just gonna, and then I'll turn around and leave.
I see. She dips out when seeing the city on fire.
Yep.
Yep. So there you go. Monkey, what do you do with the bag?
I'll just consolidate all of the gold.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a stealth check for me, or Averis.
Cocked. Okay. 26.
26. Okay. Oriveris disappears. And as you're going to consolidate the money, you find that there is no gold in the coin purse, but a bunch of rocks.
Oh no.
And that's where we're going to end for the night.